Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. And they feed me real good. It's an honor. For the cheesesteak, I'm in that order. To the cheese fries, as a starter. Got the steroids keeping me stronger. I'm not in the mood to make moves. To make moves. I'm not in the mood to make moves. To make moves. Old McDonald had a farm. I give him a titty, tryna keep him calm. I'm just tryna turn up in the country. I ain't in the city cause they ain't got lawns. Suck a nigga E-I-O. Shitting on these bitches like a being I-O. Tipping on this thing to say the chickens in the place. They wanna catch us riding buddy with the fiends I know. I ain't a moose, bitch. Get out my head. Get out my head, bitch. Get out my head. I ain't a moose, bitch. Get out my head. Get out my head, bitch. Get out my head. I ain't a moose, bitch. Get out my head. Get out my head. Get out my head. I ain't a moose, bitch. Get out my head. Get out my head, bitch. Get out my head. Yeah, like it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I'm a free too, but I have to show. It's better than yours. It's better than yours. I have to
My mental health is declining, bitch. Declining.
What up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing today? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope you had a good weekend. So, first of all, we have a Toby cam, because if you know anything about Narc Alert, she has a Siamese cat, and he always has his own camera during her stream. So, here's a little Toby for you. How's everybody doing? You got your coffee? You got everything? I got a little iced coffee going. All right. I know a while back, I had mentioned that there's some Mr. Snowflake tea. So it was going around that some things got leaked from a Discord, this, that, and the third. And I was going to talk about it or make like a video, but I hadn't really researched it or looked into it. And then I got distracted with all the naked and laughing stuff. So every time I go live, there's a few people that always go like, are you going to talk about the Mr. Snowflake thing that you referenced? Like they just bring it up. So then I saw that his new episode, well, his new series, his Foodie Beauty series premiered today. I think it's live premiering currently. And I was like, oh, this is perfect timing. I'll bring it up because hold on. This tea is cold tea. It's kind of old. It happened like a month ago, but nobody was really talking about it really. I haven't really seen anybody address it. Now, let me say something really quickly. After investigating, let me do a disclaimer. After investigating, there are some things that the community may be shocked by and pearl clutch about. Me personally, my pearls are not being clutched just because like I do ratchet shit on the internet and I'm exposed to ratchet shit on the internet on a regular basis. But people, no, it's not nudes. It's not nudes. But I figured I'll just explain the situation and we could talk about it and we could take a look at it because it's no, Toby won't sit in one spot. He don't even like being on camera. So let me do a disclaimer. I'm not trying to take down Mr. Snowflake. I'm not trying to take down Narc Alert. But last night, I took a weird nap yesterday and I was up at like 1 a.m. researching this so I could do a stream. And I just found things that I find funny. So this is a lighthearted, funny tea stream. I'm not trying to take anybody down. I'm not trying to say that anybody's a horrible person. But I don't know, just take a look and form your own opinions. Now, there's some people who don't even know who Mr. Snowflake is or don't know who Narc Alert is. So just relax, enjoy the stream because you already know if I'm doing a stream, I'm going to explain kind of who the people are and some things surrounding the situation. I'm not trying to edge you. But just listen. speaking of Mr. Snowflake, especially with his most recent, like his Casey interview and stuff, even this Foodie Beauty one, I don't think it's good to over amp up a situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like when you're like, this is it, it's gonna be a banger. Number one, groundbreaking, someone's going to jail. Little kids are harmed. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you put out this interview or this documentary, and you're like, oh, that was it. Like, I'm not trying to do that to you guys. I'm not trying to do that to you guys. But there's some funny shit. So let's just get into it. All right. So I just wanted to show this really quickly. So he's live right now premiering his new series. So I saw this on Twitter and I thought it just like perfectly summed up the situation when it goes to that documentary. Feel free to watch it. It's premiering right now. Someone on Twitter had posted the members only link, so I saw part of it. So Chicken Pickle says, I guess I was gifted a Mr. Snowflake membership. I just watched episode 1 of the Foodie doc. He's likely setting the stage for anyone that doesn't know the lore, but if you've been around since the beginning, have seen any compilation video or read her Kiwi Farms thread, it's meh. So I agree from what I have seen about it. For like this commute, like if you have never heard of Foodie Beauty before and you want to get into the lore, it might be something good to click. For me, it was very slow moving. Um, I'm not feeling it. Now there's other content he's created that I feel like he put a lot of effort into. Um, he'll get the exclusive, like the Casey interview, but at this point, I think it's just like really dry and tired. It's stuff we've all seen before, but to a new audience, maybe they would like it. And he has a huge fan base, so I think they're just excited for any content he puts out. But it's just dry. It's dry for me. It's very dry for me. Okay. So while I was researching, I saw this. So 14 days ago, have you heard anything about Mr. Snowflake? I just watched Jessica Meska's live stream and she said people were saying he's sus and creepy on Twitter. She said she's going to make a video, but I was wondering if anybody knows what's going on. And then she put an edit and said it was like massively downvoted. So like people were just responding like, if you talk shit on Mr. Snowflake, you're going to get downvoted because people are so in support of anyone who hates Foodie Beauty. Like you can't go against that grain or it's not favored on the subreddit or in this community in general. But people on here are saying like that he's misogynistic, and his friends are toxic. I'll just read a little bit of it. They downvoted because they have a cult mentality and refuse to believe anything bad about people going for Chantal. They're weirdos. I heard the same thing from multiple sources as well. Also, I wanted to add that I get major toxic vibes from his friend Jimmy Bucker. There have been a few times in their videos where they've made a cut and said I had to cut that bit because Jimmy made an offensive joke. Then they all laugh, all proud of themselves. As a woman of color, it left a bitter taste in my mouth, wondering what these jokes could have been. I used to be a fan of his, mainly because of our shared Britishness and dry sense of humor, but now I can see him for what he is, mediocre. He is insincere. Humility is quite cringe too. So I've never heard anything bad about the guy. So like this was all like new to me, but apparently a lot of people just in general, if you look through the thread for what you see about Mr. Snowflake and Narc Alert is that people really used to enjoy their content and really used to enjoy who they were at some point, but now they're starting to see the light about certain things and they're not really feeling it. And that's not for everyone. That's just generally speaking. So this is what initially rubbed me the wrong way. And this is talked about on the farms on Reddit as well. So I posted this like 2 months ago when he was going to drop the Casey interview. I couldn't find this on his community tab anymore. I think it was removed. But he posted this. Ask me a question. What is the thing you've learned about ALR that most shocked you? So this was before the Casey interview debuted, before the interview happened. And he wrote, "What she's done to children." And I remember reading this like, holy shit, like what is going to be exposed? What she's done to children. I was like, oh my God, is there more? Because we already knew the Casey situation. We all know that Casey and Amber Lynn had an inappropriate relationship when they were both very young. Photos were exchanged. I believe technically they were not illegal because they were 15 and 17 during the exchange. So it's up to you how you feel about it. When I watched the Casey interview, I learned absolutely nothing new at all. And then I kind of felt bad for Casey. Like I'm assuming Casey was paid to do the interview, but I was like, Casey remembered everything in so much detail and was saying that they were still traumatized to this day over it. And I just think it's probably unproductive to continue speaking about it. Now, I don't know if that's all just to, I don't know. When I watched it, I don't know. The interview just something about it was just off to me and I wasn't feeling it. But like, I didn't want to react to it because I'm like, oh, people aren't going to like my unpopular opinion about the interview. But I mean, it's TTT that you got a Casey interview. But like, did anything really get exposed? No. And to post something like this, what she's done to children, when he had already seen the interview himself because he fucking did it, is just like completely misleading. Entirely misleading, in my opinion. So that's just what something that went over my head. Well, that I noticed personally. So this is the first batch of what was basically leaked about Mr. Snowflake. And again, what I'm telling you is you're not going to see, was he referring to Casey or Libby? I'm not sure. Chocolate Designs. And I'm not, listen, please do not think I'm excusing the Libby shit or excusing the Casey shit. I'm not. My point is, we already knew about all of that. So for him to advertise it as if we were going to get some new information about, Amber having more of a history, taking advantage of young people, I just think is weird to do. But I mean, that's up to you to decide. So this is the first round of texts from the Discord that got leaked. And this is what like started irritating people basically. So, and then some of these screenshots may be repetitive because there's a bunch of different sources that show them, and there's other one. Some include everything and some don't. So I'm sorry if they're repetitive. Okay. So people were asking him questions in the Discord, asking him if he'll get interviews from anyone else. Nah, I doubt many more interviews will happen, but I'd love to get better at them and do more to go along with the docs. I think that would be nice. So Mr. Snowflake, so hear me out. TTTTT, we're going to get to it. Is Mr. Snowflake had a Discord, it's nuked. Mr. Snowflake also nuked his Twitter, but we're going to get into that. I'm just going in chronological order, okay? So he said he'd pay Feline, but I guess it would be a no for an interview. He said, I'm trying, huh? I've slept 4 hours a night for like, I don't know, a month to get this all done. And I'm pretty sure there's no difference to the money. I better be rich by next Christmas. I'll build 100 wells in Africa and then smash them for a laugh. So people were not fucking feeling this one right here. People were not feeling the statement. Now people are like, oh, he's British. It's dry humor. But I guess what I'm getting from the situation is Mr. Snowflake is aware that his content is tired. Mr. Snowflake is aware that there's no more past tea on these cows. But he knows that people will watch it. So he'll clip it all together and repackage these clips in a different way. Because his legion of fans will eat it up, or maybe new people will enjoy it. For example, like Apathetic Facts. Who's the other one that I'll watch? Yo, who's the other one? There are other channels, right, that they don't even talk. They don't even talk, and they just clip together Amber Lynn's clips from the past, and it's the same clips every time, but the way they link them together, it always looks fresh. Apathetic Facts will have like a 9-hour stream of like every time Amber Lynn goes shopping. And every time it's interesting to me because when you put one clip in reference to another clip, it's really fascinating. But to do documentary over documentary over documentary, I just think it gets a little tired, especially because it's not like humorous. Yeah. Positive PR. Thank you, Akasha. Positive PR is the channel I'm talking about. I have 300 tabs open right now. So if any mods, if you don't mind, if you could like post Positive PR's link, or if I reference someone, if you want to post the link. I know you're not paid to mod, so I'm not trying to boss you around. I'm just saying. So this is when Mr. Snowflake realized that Amber, in fact, was not violating any laws by having conversations with Casey at 15 and 17. He said, "Oh, she's awful. Thankfully, she's more deluded than pedo. Thought we will get to the pedo stuff later." And Butterfly says, "Less pedo is still better." Ha, much better. Amber being a gross pig is better than Shane pedo. Got some nice docs coming up, thankfully, as well. I like nice ones. Won't do views, but I like them. And he says, "Well, I looked it up because I thought, oh, fuck, is she a pedo?" But there's something called ARGH, which it's called Romeo and Juliet law. Would it surprise you? I've heard of this before. Meaning an adult can be with a minor if they are no more than 2 years in age apart. And I think they're like a year and 10 months apart or something. So basically, Amber is 2 months off from being a pedo. Whoa, big drop. Well, after SBTA this year, I'm basically done. I've lost interest, so no doubt others have. I make money off her, and even I'm sick of her, so others must be really bored. So this is basically him just saying, like, this is 2023. September. And even he's like, yo, I really don't give a fuck about these bitches anymore. Like, it's dry and it's stale. And then someone said, "Did you interview Becky, Eric, Ricky, or Feedbag?" And he said, "Sadly not." Jen had 20K subs and Shane Dawson had 20 million. And my Jen video is beating Shane by miles. So I don't know what to do for views anymore. And then he posted this himself, which I just think is interesting. Mr. Snowflake after the Casey interview. Superman, he'd be worshipped. So then someone also found this one. Other lovely highlights. I'll show that really quickly. Of him saying, "Ha ha ha, I would do anything for money." And then there's the other one, which is like random. Hold on, I'll show it in order. So then there's this lady who was commenting on the first Reddit post I showed you where they were asking if I'm going to address this. And she was like, "Oh, I linked pictures about his bulge already." So I had to dig back through her account and I found her original post. So spoiler alert, you're not going to see his bulge. There's what it is here's the issue people are going to have moving forward with my conversation. So again, I am not nailing this man to the cross because I've seen much worse done in this community and I've done worse. I just found this interesting. So basically the thing, first of all, with Peace and Love, I didn't know he's actually married. He's married to a woman and he has a baby. All right. So that point of reference is important because that's what a lot of people had a problem with. Basically, he has been in discords filled with fangirls and having, flirtatious, thirsty conversation. Mostly they're thirsting for him and he throws crumbs back at them. Okay? So anyway, this is something else that was posted. And I have the juiciest screenshot I have is down the end of the line of this live stream. So with peace and love, bear with me. All right. So this is June. His commentary on final words on the ALR series made me feel sick. Yeah, I thought I had her on being a pedo a few weeks ago. I even recorded a video. But then I just saw this Romeo and Juliet law and I thought, feck, she's just going to get away with it. So this is June 29th, 2023. And he still went through, even though he already knew that there was the Romeo and Juliet law and it technically wasn't illegal. He still made that post, the one that I put on my community tab, talking about the craziest thing I learned is what she's done with children, even though in June he already knew that legally she didn't do anything wrong. And this, I would like people to debate this in the comments. If you want to talk about it, all opinions are welcome. I have to be really honest, and it's kind of sad, and I'm not trying to trauma dump in any way, but I'm desensitized to a lot of shit because of my childhood, what I did as a teenager, things that have happened to me in my life. I'm very desensitized. So some things I might not see as a huge deal could actually be a huge deal. I don't really know. My point of reference is off because when I was 16, I was dating a 30-year-old. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what to tell you. There was a clip of one of his exercise videos where the print was printing. Thirsty girls never shut up about it, so it became a running joke. He'd cover his junk when standing up on camera, etc. All right, so this is why I'm not trying to set this up like, oh my God, this is awful. I'm just showing you the tea that I saw, and you can feel free to talk about it yourself. So, okay. I thought I got a photo with no bulge, but I see a small one. This was the third photo. The others had a full-on bulge. Okay, so that's not dating. He was a full-on predator. Wow, I have PMS, so this is getting me emotional. So Amber and Casey were 2 years apart. And although I agree that Amber should have been probably talking to someone a little bit older, to me, 2 years is not a big deal, just because I know in high school there would be sophomore dating seniors and they would have the same age difference and they would be sleeping together and this, that, and the third. At the time when I was a teenager, I thought I was having fun. I was riding around with dudes with motorcycles and cars that could buy me liquor and take me out to parties, and I thought that was a fun thing. But when I look back, those events have affected me deeply, and I don't mean to be upset about that. So to me, my frame of reference is different. I remember walking down the street and guys would pull their car up and I would tell them I'm 13 and they would be like, oh, age ain't nothing but a number, baby. And they'd be grown ass fucking men. So again, to me, blowing up that Amber and Casey shit to that degree, to me, I hate to say this. You could be mad at me. You don't have to agree with me. I was almost offended because I'm like, I've seen way worse. But the thing is, if Casey feels traumatized by that event, I'm not going to take that away from Casey. If Casey is upset by that and that affected Casey long term in his life, I can't discredit that. But if it's just being perpetuated to villainize Amber Lynn for the sake of villainizing Amber Lynn, that's a problem for me. Okay? That's my point here. And then he posted this, bulge be gone. But to me, this is no different than what's the lady, Katie S, the one that sent Sam talking about I could still see my pussy, Sam. Like, this is the same degree. It ain't that bad. But basically this. So did Mr. Snowflake show his D to people? No. No. But but people think that even him joking about shit like this is inappropriate because he has a family, a baby, a wife, and it's in like a closed Discord filled with fans. People think this whole shit is not cute and not a vibe. Okay? But to me, I'm like, sir, like, that's I'm not saying go show this to his wife, but like, I think when you're married, if you're married, and I'm no saint. Listen, I am no fucking saint, so I'm not trying to preach to anybody. I guess if I was ever married, which I'm not and will never be, if I was ever married, I think you shouldn't be doing nothing that you wouldn't do with your wife or husband standing right next to you. That's how I feel. All right. So then this was this other one. So this is just someone kind of pointing out that he's like in shit for the money kind of. And here's the thing. If you hate okay, how do I say this? Again, I don't know if I'm desensitized or what, but there's a lot of shit that happens in the community and people will be like, that's misogynistic. That's misogynistic. And to me, I'm like, oh, that's messy, but I don't think it's that bad. But some people are like, no, this shit is fucked up. Or like the power dynamic of like male creators with their female fans, or like, straight men in girl world. A lot of people have an issue with that. I don't think it's that huge of an issue. It's just not something I'm passionate about. I don't know what to tell you. Feel free if you disagree with me. This is an open discussion. All right. So like this is just him being, I guess, flirty and jokey in here. Mr. Snowflake, blank, men were talking about boxing, then you come in with groceries. I talk big prawns, big sexy beast prawns. And he said, okay, I'll allow it. I do like prawns. And then he said, do the women need a groceries channel? And this is like, to me, this isn't sexual. When I'm watching this, right, I'm not like, ew, he's being sexual talking about shrimp. No, because the other person is doing it. What I see about this is Mr. Snowflake, Mr. Snowflake wanting to, it's in a Discord. I don't know the relevance of someone posting this. So somebody else posted this on Reddit and they said this made them feel icky. So when I read this, I thought he meant like, oh, should I do a channel where I do grocery hauls? Because he thought that the woman would want it. But I think he might be just talking about a Discord channel. And then this is the other one. Ha ha ha, I would do anything for money. I already showed you that. So then I'm just going to show the response to like the Casey documentary. So this is from the farms. Also, shout out to the Reddit. Shout out to the farms. This tea basically comes from you. I did research it last night. I did put stuff together, but I just want to give credit where credit is due to everyone discussing it. Okay. So I guess Mr. Snowflake had also said something. He made a post alluding to the fact that Amber Lynn could go to jail for this. Amber Lynn could go to jail, is going to jail prior to the Casey interview. So someone says, I'm curious to know what Amber Lynn will do in response to this interview. And he said, go straight to jail. And then someone said, Mr. Snowflake, if you're throwing accusations like that out with no concrete proof to create hype for the video, that is pretty gross. Because that, in fact, is like, it's just clickbaiting with essay, But I know people were like, okay, but here's the thing. So not to be a hypocrite. So people were like when I covered the Kaya situation, someone was like, "Oh, you're capitalizing on the abuse of a child or whatever." And that was never my intention. I just wanted to discuss it because I thought I was more trying to cover Kaya's response and her boyfriend's response to that incident is what really took me aback. That was in no way my intention. I don't know if that was Mr. Snowflake's intention. Like, do you guys think Mr. Snowflake intentionally tried to throw that accusation out and monetize the essay or advertise it using the essay? Like, was it an intentional act? I'm just wondering. Okay. So someone said, even if he secretly felt that way, the way he speaks consistently in the comments proves that this is hyperbolic. Calm yourself down and make your decision after hearing Casey's side of the story. Amber has already told hers for years. Let me just see this. And I'm just reading some of these comments because they basically mirrored my thoughts on it. So, too long didn't read. Casey's interview was a big nothing burger. The she's going to jail bit was apparently because they engaged in S activity while she was over 18 and Casey was under 18, which isn't illegal. Having a 2-year age gap that is very normal in my country. I've never gotten the pearl clutching about it. Snowflake has cultivated his own audience of death fat lolcows. When he did his Life by Jen disaster, the live was full of sniveling women saying, "Oh my God, she's too relatable. I'm triggered." Maybe once he set out to laugh at the cows, but like so many, he is now at the mercy of his pearl clutching audience where the laughs are problematic. Save for a few fart sound effects and shaped by the algorithm. I can't believe people are still reading over ALR and Casey's age gap. 1 to 2 year age gap with teenagers can be completely normal depending on the circumstances and dynamics. I just asked Google. So a 1 year age gap tends to be acceptable in elementary and middle school, with a 2 year age gap appropriate in high school. All right. So this was the thumbnail. And like people are just saying in general, villainizing Amber over her actions when she was a teenager is questionable. But I mean, people do it to everyone, all the cows. Like if you become a cow, your history is going to be brought out. I guess I don't know. People with problematic childhoods do problematic things. And I'm not saying those things are okay or excused, but you have to then look at the person's personal growth and see if it changes from then forward. All right. So I have never watched this. So I ignored this whole little mini arc with Mr. Snowflake. So apparently, as you know, episode 1 just premiered, and Mr. Snowflake is doing another Foodie Beauty series, or he's doing a Foodie Beauty series the same way he did one on Amberlynn. Foodie Beauty was fucking mad about it. She ended up raging on her community tab about it. She said it made her cry. She was just pissed. And then she ended up apologizing to him at one point. But I just want to take a little bit of a look at this. I've never seen this, so I'm just going to skip through it. To be honest, I haven't really watched any Mr. Snowflake videos where he's actually on camera and just freely speaking. I've only watched him give like a voiceover commentary, like on the Amberlynn thing. Oh, it's not playing. I'll make sure I put it on. Hold on. So I'm just curious. Thank you for telling me, by the way, he was muted. I just want to see his demeanor. So I'm literally just watching this because I haven't seen really much of his personality. The most I've seen was last night while I was researching. So I just want to see like his overall vibe.
I haven't done a reaction in ages. I wasn't going to do one anytime soon. But then, that camera.
I'm surprised he's not. I'm just surprised he doesn't edit out that beginning stuff.
But then something happened. I was having a bath, and then my phone started blowing up. I got 2 text messages. Somebody called Foodie Beauty is kicked off about the opening credits thing I did for 15 minutes and 28 seconds. So we're gonna listen. I've listened to the first.
Someone
many
named
minutes.
Foodie Beauty is upset at me, sir. You know who she is.
But apparently she has a good old rant. Am I recording? Right. Hi everybody. If you're new to the channel, hiya. Right. How do I screen record again?
I have him sped up, by the way.
So you'll be done there.
Hello.
Foodie. Right.
Oh, hold on. I have to do it. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Poll. So I remember when the first set of screenshots I showed you from his Discord, I remember when those dropped, right? And someone wasn't, hold on, let me try to find the exact quote. Hold on a second, because it was so funny to me. Hold on. Medium ugly. I hope you don't mind me showing your comment. Sorry, I thought so. After this video came out, this was the response. Can Mr. Snowflake F off already? I'm sick of him skating along being boring and annoying simply because he's medium ugly and looks like he showers. But I think the man is hot. I think he's hot. Yo, people in Discord were not feeling him. Like, I thought everybody loved him, but like, I don't know. Calm like Discord ain't really fucking with Mr. Snowflake like that. Yo, she was going in. Hold on. I gotta find the video I was even at. All right, hold on.
Hey guys, hey. I know.
Yeah, I have an issue with beards. Honestly, if you put a beard on anyone, I'll give them a chance. Not anyone. Let me take that back. Stop. I recant that statement. I recant that statement.
Your girlfriends love to watch me. So what better way to say I love you this Valentine's Day than to get your special someone a personalized video from me on Cameo?
I was gonna get Jimmy one of these. I still might. Well, I might not now since you've been ranting about me. Might not.
Get yours now and don't delay. Make Valentine's Day a special day.
Maybe I shouldn't drink water. I'm gonna spit it all over my laptop.
Yeah. All right. Hello. So.
Okay, you drink water. We get it.
And chose violence. This video is going to be me addressing
Lumps. Remember when Lumps, you remember when Missy Moo? Remember when did I use the wrong word? Remember when Missy Moo crocheted the Marty beard? Yo, what I don't like is this sweater. Actually, if he was like a librarian, if he put some glasses on with this, maybe.
They're not just about me.
Actually, yes. As soon as I said the beard thing, I thought about Pete's. I thought about a few people flash before my eyes, and I was like, no, hell no. Let me take that back.
There are a lot made about other creators as well. I'm doing this because...
For the record, Foodie, that's your real name. I've had a few videos made about me, and I ranted about none of them.
There's a channel...
And they hated me, so...
that, just like the rest, picks on content creators they see as friends, I guess, and it's... either Amber Lynn or
I think he is hot.
It's weird that a grown man chooses to obsess over the lives of the two same women, basically beating a dead.
I've made videos about dozens of people.
Horse, but whatever. Speaking of beating dead horses, figuratively, not literally, of course, this new quote unquote docu-series.
It is a docu quote unquote. Condescend much? Maybe I'll put that in the script. And the Foodie Beauty could be very condescending. See how you like that?
Being made about me.
Well, again, the script so far, I thought was really fair. It's got why am I looking at that one? It's got really really fair. It's got nice bits about her. It'll cover all the horrible stuff, but I'm not gonna like.
No, I do not have a thing for redheads. To me, I don't even consider him to be a redhead. This is a redhead. Whatever. Some people, like a guy I dated, had black hair but a reddish beard.
I don't know. Kick off and call her an idiot. Maybe I will now. I don't know.
Will not, by the way, spoiler, will not contain anything new that you haven't heard a million times before.
It might not. I don't know. I've watched as much as I can for episode 1.
Okay. Mr. Snowflake with peace and love. So Foodie Beauty says his docuseries is just going to be another of the same thing with nothing else you've ever heard before. And he said, who knows? But like, I'm telling you right now, there's no new footage of Foodie Beauty from the past that's going to surface. In my opinion, that's all there is. And I get how people are interested and people like retro reacts and people like to compare things from the past. I'm not taking away from that. But like, there's only so many times that you can just repackage this, you know? Yeah.
Still for episode 2 and 3. Might not be 3, 4 episodes. I'll watch as much as I can. You might have heard it all before. A lot of people won't have, because a lot of people have said to us they know the name Foodie Beauty, but they don't know anything about her, about you, Foodie. So the docu series it'll be good for those people. But even if the people who are experts, they probably know more than me. And yeah, they'll probably have heard all this before. But hopefully, it's presented in a way that's entertaining, interesting to watch.
Or also from.
Has anybody watched it? Maybe at the end of this stream, we'll watch a little bit of his newest one to just see, because I want to know, did he, repurpose this information in a way that even longtime viewers will find interesting? That's what I want to know.
These few other overly dramatic, embellished bullcrap documentaries, such as Canadian Horror Story, for example.
I watched that one. A couple of days ago.
First off, a documentary is supposed to be educational. There's nothing educational about me, about these.
There's loads in there that we're gonna.
Lost Soul. Anybody who watched it, if you want to just let me know how you felt about it, good or bad. I'm not like everybody talk shit on the documentary. I just want to know your honest opinion.
Just wait. Stop panicking. Just wait.
Videos, because you were only able to make conclusions based on limited information about my life. What is educational about me eating and telling stories from my past, for example?
Well, now I know that you've pooped on somebody's walls after a threesome. That's educational. No, I'll let Foodie. Am I addressing Foodie or just people watching this? I like calling them Foodie. Okay, I'll just talk to people. And we'll
Jessica Rizzo said, I saw the trailer was lit AF, but the episode kind of fell short.
She's not watching.
Basically, is he what made it interesting, or is it just what Foodie Beauty said that made it interesting?
No, for most of it. Well, not for most of it, but for a lot of it, I'm going to let her speak and tell her side. But anyway, we'll keep going.
My life is really not that interesting.
It's amazing. I just said poop on walls after threesome.
To warrant 3 hours.
And actually, that part in the script is in the part where I talk about how much I like you. So I might put it in the main part now.
An in-depth character study that these creators fabricate. Not only that, they try to
analyze he made it interesting.
what seems to be a psychological approach, or
I haven't a clue about that stuff. I mean, I did do it in college, and then dropped out after 3 months. But I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Disorder or other matters when they're not even qualified.
This is Mr. Snowflake.
Some edgelord living in your parents' basement, reading Kiwi Farms all day.
Right. First of all, I wish I lived in my parents' basement. I'd save so much money. What else did you say? What's an edgelord?
About my eating disorder or other matters when they're not even qualified.
I'm on your side about the eating disorder. Just wait. I was going to make a really nice little series about you. Now you might not be so nice.
Being some edgelord living in your parents' basement, reading Kiwi Farms all day.
I've never used Kiwi Farms. I don't know how. Oh no, I tried once when I was doing was it Cyrax? I want to say Cyrax. I think I started when I was doing a reading Kiwi for Cyrax, and then 2 minutes later it got shut down. So I don't know how to use Kiwi Farms.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a poll. I'm just curious. Do you guys think that Mr. Snowflake goes on the farms? So hold on, let me end this one. Smash or pass? Pass 69%, smash 39%. Okay. So here's the thing, is what I have an issue with is people going, I don't even know how to work the farms. I don't even know how to work it. How I found the farms accidentally years ago is like, if you just Google like Foodie Beauty got a Pringle can stuck in her fupa on Google, right? The Kiwi Farms there'll be like a link of it, and then you just click it and then you just read it. Like it's not like people act like it's like you have to hack into some software. You just press, if you want to search it, up at the top there's a bar that says search, and you just type it in and look at it. I don't really know. I don't think he gets all of his sources from the farms, because Foodie Beauty is so well documented and her content is there's such a saturation of Foodie Beauty content that you don't really like, if there's old stuff that you want to reference, you could go on the farms, but like just from watching her, you could, no, Google doesn't block the farms. Does it? Hold on, let me see. Google Kiwi Farms Amberlynn Reed. No. It doesn't block the farms.
Does not make you.
And I'm not saying like, oh, what a piece of shit reading the farms. I'm just saying like, to say, I don't even know how to work it. I don't go on it. From someone who makes documentaries. So from the average person, I get that, right? But from someone who makes long form documentaries for years, I'm sure that he has at some point used them as a reference.
A credible source of information.
I'm not the credible source of information you are. I'll let you speak.
You are not doctors, you are not therapists, and you are certainly not experts on my life.
I know, that's why I let you speak. Just weird.
Dumb documentaries. It starts off with some dramatic cinematic intro. Imagine, like, how am I that interesting?
You know, it starts off with you explaining your upbringing. Right, I'll tell you my little secret structure. It's not really a secret. I want everybody to be on your side first, so I'll let you tell your stories. Excuse me, fully had some water. I'll let you tell your story.
So if you listen to what he's saying, so I have him sped up. But Foodie Beauty was mad, right? And she didn't want the series to be made. So he did this response video, and you could hear him saying, yeah, Skinny Queen. I'm not saying everybody goes on the farms to get doxes, but I'm saying it's natural for people who do research pieces to source information, and the farms is an excellent source of information for Girl World. Or other communities also. I don't really venture that far around the farms. So if you can't understand him, basically what he's saying is, Foodie, you don't know, I'm actually going to be really nice to you in this documentary. I actually am just going to play your clips, and I'm going to have people on your side, Chantal. So why are you making such a big stink about it? Yada, yada, yada. So you hear him, he's playing a nice guy, which I'll show you was basically just an act.
And the sad stuff about your dad leaving, that's not good. What else was there? You struggle with food since you were a kid. I think these things will get people on your side. But I might take all that out now.
Anyway, I guess I'm flattered.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the music is super
Maybe I should have read it. I should have read it.
because it sets the tone of sadness, hopelessness, super annoying. Anyway, I guess I'm flattered.
Oh, you're not.
So the music is super annoying.
The music's amazing.
Because it sets
Took 2 hours to find that.
The tone of sadness, hopelessness.
No, it does not. It's amazing. Hold on. Where's the music? People are loving it. Who was it? Lie
He's being intentionally obtuse.
I want to say Joy Hannah, I think. The music's amazing. We talk.
Correct. Basically, he's just trolling Foodie Beauty in this reaction. Correct.
You don't mind listening again. Everybody likes the song. Good pick. I was chuffed for that. Lots of fans have helped point me in the right direction. Thank you, everybody. It fits. Beauty, Foodie Beauty. I make documentaries, I can't dance. Right. Oh, where is it? No, where have you gone? Foodie! Oh, there you are.
Trauma, regret. Again, speculating that we as the subjects
It was
feel
awesome.
that way about our lives. Maybe some do. That's their problem.
No, it was to get everybody pumped up and excited.
I don't, and here's why.
Hold on, I'm going to close the
And
poll.
here's why
I'm going to move forward because
I don't care. I'll
Hold
just do a
on.
little reaction, talk to myself.
I don't, and here's why.
Me mum's best.
91% of the chat says that he does just go on the farms.
I don't want to cancel
Okay.
you. I don't want to cancel you at all.
Make 4-hour documentaries about me.
It's gonna be 6 hours.
Because I know I'm human. I know I'm flawed.
So then, hold on. Basically, he got doing this. He got her to apologize. If you're just getting here, I am gonna discuss some Mr. Snowflake and Narc Alert tea, but I already told the chat. To me, it's just lighthearted messiness. I'm not out here trying to cancel either of them. I just found this whole thing when I started researching it to be fascinated, so I want to present it to you guys. Okay. So he basically got her to apologize with that reaction. Mr. Snowflake, I want to apologize for reacting the way I did about your docuseries on me. I forgot you did a Life by Jens and I really enjoyed it. I mean, it saddened me, of course, but you used her words and I like the style. You did the same with mine, and I have to admit, watching the trailer made me cry, and I guess that's my problem. I have to figure out why I feel this emotional response by watching. It's hard to see the mirror before us sometimes, and I just lumped you immediately into the same category as hate channels who dehumanized me for so long. You do the opposite, so I apologize. Also, is it wrong of me to have an issue with others discussing my life when I am a public figure? Hold on. I don't agree with your defamation and hate, but this is not what your content is about, so I was wrong about that. Comments like this are okay. So this gets off track. She ended up making a shit ton of community posts about him. She deleted all of them, but then this got leaked. Hold on. So then this got leaked. Hold on. I just want to clarify. I am not out here trying to be anyone's moral compass. I am literally just sharing things that I'm observing. So it's completely up to you how you feel. Hold on one second. Oh, sorry, I'm back. Okay. So it says here, and now she has uploaded her apology. Haha, so I can move on to phase 3. I can't believe she tried to get all flirty with you when she found out what you look like. Haha, just from research, I knew that would happen. And I knew I'd get my apology if I played it right. I got my apology. Now I can ruin the CUNT. People still send me stuff from Reddit now and again. And I think, what the hell are people talking about? Haha, just come talk to me. Okay. Yeah, so it was just like it was just like a troll. It was all orchestrated. Yeah. So he's just like gloating because he got her to simp for him. Yeah. So then it led me over here. So Mr. Snowflake, I think people are giving him too much credit, especially now after the Discord screenshots. It doesn't feel like he's taking the situation too seriously. And he seems more in it for the money than the whole bring justice things. Thoughts? And then someone said, I really quickly started giving him the side eye after how misleading and clickbaity he's been. Lining your pockets by clip-leading CSA allegations isn't a good look at all. Saying something really, really bad happened, but I'm not going to talk about it now and I'm just going to give vague hints is exactly the kind of F-ass shit we hate Hamber for. And then people are saying, I do appreciate him giving Casey a platform to tell his story, but that's about it. Sorry, this was supposed to be in a different order. I'm going to skip this receipt because this was supposed to go when I was talking about Amber. So we're just going to move along. But anyway, he has lots of people that do like him, but there's also a lot of people that are starting to feel the same way about him. Okay. So then Mr. Snowflake was gone for a while, and then this is reality check on Twitter. Can someone please tell me what Mr. Snowflake did that he was outed for causing him to nuke his Twitter? I'm always out of the loop. And then people were like, I thought he left because he was getting bombarded with Chantal stuff. I'm obviously out of the loop. Reality Check said, I heard he was outed for something possibly having to do with a relationship situation, and now I need to know. And then someone said the outed proof was fake. It's not. 5 screenshots have been posted, and they slightly predate his departure. I have personally witnessed some of this behavior since November of 2023 on my own tweets, which I've also discussed and posted. So a lot of people are just saying, no, he just left because he was getting negativity about Foodie Beauty. Someone released screenshots from his Discord of him being weird and talking about his penis and bulge. It was weird. From what I understand, this is old news, though. Like, people who knew him knew about this. This wasn't my understanding of why he left. I could be wrong. It was weird, but I mean, I don't think it was bad enough to delete his whole Twitter. The notification things makes more sense. And Reality Check said, I'm having multiple people tell me it's this creeping on women in Discord thing that sent him off. Okay, maybe he was covering for that when he said it was the OF content. LOL. All right. So then we enter our second player, Narc Alert. Now, I don't know if you've heard of her. She's had a channel for years, and I remember watching her pre-recorded content and enjoying it in the past. So let me just... This video is not of extreme value, but I found it really... To me, it was just funny when I watched it last night. So I'm just going to make you watch it. So this is Narc Alert, and she and Snowflake both cover Amberlynn Reed, and they started collabing with each other. They even made, like, they had so many shared viewers that they even made like a situationship name. I forgot what it was. The Flex. So the Narcs and the Snowflakes together was the Flex, and that was their little crew. So I'm just going to show a little clip. Again, I just found this funny. So she's waiting. So this is from 8 months ago, but this is when she's waiting for Mr. Snowflake to come on panel.
Hang on.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
I have no idea how loud that is.
Wake up.
It's like getting it's like the hype, right?
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations.
We'll just have to listen to this for a while.
No, the bird is not real.
Talk about edge in the chat. Holy mackerel. I've never heard this whole song.
She was so excited. She couldn't wait.
You know, it's going to take him a while. He's more of a boomer than Merc is. No, he told me he's getting on his computer. He's getting on his computer. You mean you don't eat in front of your computer? Weirdo. Like a normal person? He's coming. I know, we'll probably have to listen to the song 20 times. Boomers, right? Today's gonna be a good day.
Chantal is live reacting to what? Chantal is live reacting to what?
I'm gonna have to turn this off and turn it back on again. It's really gonna destroy the effect. I jumped the gun.
Her cat is so good looking. No, I'm not gonna snipe Foodie.
Sorry.
What is Foodie talking about? If you tell me what she's talking about, maybe it's worth it. Let me see. What the hell is her channel? Oh, she's live reacting to the thing? Okay. I will watch some Foodie, but I can't sit here and watch the whole thing because I'm not trying to be on live for 20 hours and I didn't even get to the actual tea yet. So oh, I have the wrong screen up. I've been watching Foodie this whole time. Sorry, hold on. I've been watching
people
Foodie
for no reason. If you've come in
I'm
here,
sorry, I had the wrong tab on StreamYards up. I apologize.
I've been nasty back. It's not preferable. It's not good. But yeah, I'm human, okay? And I've been pushed to limits sometimes where I've said things I don't really like, you know? They do lie.
She's ripping that
saying
week
I
hard.
saw a lie, and people believe it, and that's why they don't like me, okay? I know me, but like saying, for example, that I abandoned my grandmother when she was dying. I and my mother, I've said this a million times, we were the only ones there out of the entire family holding her hand to her last breath. So how did I abandon her? Never happened. Fake lies. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Strive. They only focus on the reaction to what people say about me. Lindbug, welcome to Very Important Bees. There's already sent bees. Thank you, Lindbug. Another thing is that we like to treat our audience like crap for not supporting us when we fail on diet. No, what we don't like is the fact that, you know, there's been a long journey with this.
I am going to continue on with my live stream that I already had scheduled. I am going to listen to a little bit of this, but like she is just going to say the same thing over and over. Mr. Snowflake is talking about the same stuff we all know already. So she's just saying the same thing back that she's always said. Like this is like, I don't know. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me.
Where we didn't really on my diet. So that's what I was addressing. I would address the shaming, you know, of people coming in and saying, you're such a failure. We know it. And then you're going to say I'm a bad person for defending myself against that kind of behavior, abusive behavior towards myself, of me saying, you know, well, too bad if you don't like it, you know, get out of here. Well, it's true. You know, just because I put it out on the internet doesn't mean I have to accept your abuse towards me over and over again and not ever say anything about it, you know? And it's just so stupid. Like, I don't know.
I do. Okay. So I agree that Foodie can say whatever she wants about reactors. I do think she needs to stop talking about kids and she shouldn't be involved in any doxing of people, especially with a channel her size. She's at 100K subscribers now. But if they talk shit on her for hours and hours a day, so when she says shit back, I don't feel bad. Like, if you poke, and then the bear goes rawr, and then you're like, oh my god, the bear just roared. Oh my god, like you can't then play victim. You can enjoy her rage as a troll. You can be like, ha ha ha, we got her so mad, we got her to yell. I get that, but you can't be like, wow, that's so awful. You know what I mean? Let me see. Should I just keep the cocaine bear? I guess I'll play a little tiny bit. Is she gonna get a plaque? They said she cannot get a plaque because of you cannot get a play button if you've ever had your channel terminated. So she's not eligible for one.
120 to 150 bucks for me to taxi to them And then to me to get all the way there and they treat me like they're snobby towards me, you know, obviously I'm going to feel a certain way about that. And I was totally normal. I didn't pass wind.
I'm not saying I feel bad for Foodie. I don't really feel bad for her, but I also don't feel bad for the other people that she talks shit on unless she goes over a certain line. Then I'm like, wow, that's inappropriate. Everything, there's a lot of different examples.
Like, I didn't know that. Their toilet had no plumbing. They had no water. They had no toilet paper. They had no. What am I supposed to do? Like, am I villainized for not being able to hold in my bodily functions? Like, please. Yeah, he never passes gas. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm already over her, so I'm just gonna continue. Is everybody okay with that? I'm sorry if you want to watch Foodie Beauty. She is live every day, Miriam, if you want to watch it. But I am going to what did Just Freeze and say? Sometimes oh, okay. That's not true. If your account is currently terminated, people are stupid, but you probably won't get one because YouTube does vet channels. Okay. Yeah, I'm not watching now in this stream. This is not going to be a naked and laughing stream. Maybe I'll talk about it later because there's things to catch up on, you know, the whole Jane situation, but I'm not even going down that route during the stream. I'm staying with the title, you know, the theme that I have at hand. All right, I'm going back to this. So Foodie Beauty is mad at Mr. Snowflake, but again, it's just a lot of the same repeated over and over. If Foodie really starts popping off, let me know. Let me know.
I really screwed this stream up. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't know why I just found this so awkward when I was watching it last
Oh my
night.
god, he's never gonna get on here. Okay.
Her cat is so good looking. Look at her cat.
You're always here on time. I know. No, Karina, I got the times wrong. He hasn't been here yet. So we're just listening to his theme song until he shows up. No, he's not. It's me. It's my fault. I'd like to blame him because it's a lot more fun.
This is Narc Alert, and I'm just showing who she is and a random clip I found last night that I just found funny to me, just so you guys could get to know who she is. She's an Amberlynn reaction channel. The base of her channel was supposed to be her exposing narcissists. Now, I've heard several things. I've heard that she is a narcissist, a recovering narcissist, which I don't even know if that's real terminology, which is why she has such a deep knowledge of the situation. But then I've also seen clips of her saying that she's not a narcissist and prove that she is one. So I really don't know if she is or not.
I'm to blame him.
So let me get him up when he comes on panel.
Sorry. I'm an idiot.
Hello.
There he is. Hello, Mr. Snowflake. Look at this. Get yourself.
I had a double protein shake. I had porridge, and then I had poached eggs on toast with turkey bacon.
Oh, lovely. I had a turkey burger and a kale salad.
Oh, I bought turkey burgers. I've just bought some.
Oh, see, great minds think alike. Look at the chat. Look at the snowflakes in the chat. Can you see the chat there?
I forgot about the little people right there. There's a squirty thing. There's a snowflakes. I think my mom's watching this.
And my Discord's popping off.
Not the squirt. I'm playing this for a reason. He's gonna say it in a minute.
Or she is. You guys, or maybe that's your Discord. I don't know. I'm putting on streamer mode. Yeah, you guys. Snowflake's mom is gonna pop in here, so you best behave yourselves now. Don't be the regular pigs you are.
Yes, everyone act normal.
Act normal. Don't tell them that. They've been acting normal, and it was freaking me out.
Hi, everybody.
Snowflake is so confused.
I'm just saying if I've
I
got all
thought
the.
I think it's his Discord. I don't think it's mine. I just went on there, and your people can't come in here on board.
That'd be fine.
I got the best ones.
Thank you.
They're dying to go in there. I think they kind of half-ass mod your chat anyway.
Everyone's not still time.
Until September.
I'm looking for a certain part. Sorry.
You know my mod. Look at Ella, Jody, Jamie. I got the best mods. You know my mods. Miss Tomato Jam isn't a mod, but she's just my welcome wagon lady.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Valentine, you know. Always asking about the bulge. See, those are my mods. See, you know my mods.
So just to confirm, because people were saying the receipts are fake. People are saying the receipts about this whole situation about the bulge in Discord are fake. But look at it. She mentions it right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Valentine, you know. Always asking about the bulge. See, those are my mods. See, you know my mods. Michael Williams is not a mod, but he likes men. He just probably wants me to remind you.
Good.
Carry on, Michael. Carry on bravely. So we didn't Mr. Snowflake didn't watch Amber's new video yet.
The rest of this is like basically unwatchable, but I just liked watching her dance to the music. So this is, I don't know if you guys remember this. You might remember her from this situation, which I thought was funny as hell. Hold on. So this is her reacting to when Yo Mama covered this whole thing. Hold on.
I have shown my body. Like, it's seeing that, like, if ever.
Get that. I'm 5 feet tall. Kind of deluded thinking, and especially remember she's told us before, she looks at herself from here up all the time. She chooses not to see.
Oh, here, sorry, everyone.
What's flowing out from underneath there. Okay, kidding aside, in case you're as confused as I was the first time I watched that, the clip she's showing you is a clip of Yo Mama. You know, her favorite her favorite guy in the world that, you know, that she flirts with. This married man named Yo Mama. This is Yo Mama. And Yo Mama.
So just take note of that. Whatever y'all like to do with married men or not married men, that's whatever's business. But just take note how she specifically said that Amber Lynn is flirting with a married man. Okay, let's replay that. Amber Lynn is flirting with a married man, meaning Yo Mama.
This married man named Yo Mama. This is Yo Mama. And Yo Mama is reacting to, I guess now, I don't know because this isn't my world, but this apparently is FFG, French Fried Girl, who is really a notorious reactor in the Foodie Beauty universe. Fellow Canadian.
Yeah.
So I guess what's happening here is she said...
Look at the cat under the blanket. Toby does that too. If you make the bed, he goes underneath the sheets on the mattress.
I think she referred to herself as the F word, meaning pleasantly plump. And I guess this is him. You know, I've done this reaction too when Amber shows us something overly sexual. I'll rip off my headphones and walk off screen. We all do it. It's kind of a funny little gag. So that's the gag he's pulling. It's nothing new. Like I said, we've all done it. But the point being, he's laughing. He's fat shaming food. FFG is based. The bottom line is he's fat shaming FFG. So this made her laugh for a solid 10 minutes, a solid 10 minutes. This is the funniest thing she has ever seen on YouTube. I suppose it's the funniest thing she has ever seen on YouTube since Neg's live stream that she sat in and laughed her ass off when another male, I might add, reaction channel was mocking Callie, Life of a Free Spirit, for her ovarian cysts. He was making fun of her. Amber was in his live stream laughing with him at her. And here she is again. It's not a live stream, although God knows she's probably there. This is her again, laughing with a straight white male, fat shaming another woman. Okay, Amber, now tell us how you feel about that, having that photograph taken of you.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
He's such a hypocrite.
Y'all, it happened. I'm now sporting the black pair.
Are
I
you
love
sporting them,
these.
Amber?
They're so cute and comfy.
They're not cute. Okay,
Y'all,
they're
it might be
slippers.
time that I
Whatever.
clean my mirror. Just saying.
All right, sweeties, you have to get off the bed. Mama's cleaning the bedding today.
Mama's clean. You know that clip from The Simpsons when somebody's fat? I don't remember the clip exactly, but I remember Lisa Simpson's in it. And I think it's Bart supposed to be a big fat mom. And she goes, "Get Mama the prying bar," to get up off the couch. That's exactly the voice she's using. Get Mama the pry. Mama's doing the laundry today.
I'm so sorry. I got a phone call. Did you? I got a phone call, so I missed her calling him white. I missed this whole part. I missed this whole thing. Did I?
Bye.
All right, sweeties, you have to get off the bed. Mama's cleaning the bedding today.
Mama, get.
Okay, so I'm gonna move forward. Hold on. So then I found this. So this all ties. So you gotta just bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah, this is what I was gonna talk about. So I have several weird random tea that I found on the sidelines while I was researching this. So first of all, you know Justine, aka Kicking Geese. They used to collab together, and Narc Alert. They were mods for each other. If you're not aware, Narc Alert had a heart attack last year, or maybe the year before that. And Amber Lynn said, "I don't have a sympathy bone for that. Like, I really don't care if that woman had a heart attack. That woman drags me all the time. I don't feel bad for her." And that caused a lot of outroar in the community. Now, if I was Amber, I wouldn't have said that out loud. But I don't think she was wishing death on Narc Alert. I think she just honestly didn't care. She just didn't care. And Amber probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Okay. So I didn't even pull up the Kicking Geese tea, but I'll relay it for you, and I'll show a little bit of it. So anyway, actually, I probably have it in my live stream part. So, Kicking Geese was doing a stream. Justine was doing a stream talking about the sympathy bone situation. And Amber Lynn came into the chat. And Narc Alert was like, "We need to block Amber Lynn. You know, she was dragging me." And Kicking Geese was like, "No, I'm not gonna block her. She's welcome in this chat as long as she doesn't break the rules of the chat." And apparently this caused a rift between Kicking Geese and Narc Alert that happened in DMs. They didn't fight publicly, which is why I can't show you clips, but bear with me. So anyways, they ended up unmodding each other. Narc Alert kicked Justine out of her Discord, and Justine basically was like, and this other guy, Joe, apparently, were just going around saying Narc Alert's Discord was toxic. Hold on, I'll pull it up. And Narc Alert was saying like, "Oh, if it's so toxic, you were a mod. Why didn't you fix it?" Hold on, I'll show you guys if you want to see the tea. But there's a other more interesting Discord tea. Hold on. Do this. Because when I was doing research, I found a channel. When I was doing research, I found a channel called the Snark Alert that drags the Narc Alert. And Justine is in the comments there. Justine was in the comments dragging her. So I was like, "Oh my God, what is this tea?" I thought they were friends. So then I had to go backwards and research it. Hold on, let me just close out. I have too many tabs open. My computer does not like it. Oh, this is the wrong. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking for the specific receipt. I'm just going to move along because I can't find the receipt I was looking for. But basically, they're not friends anymore after that situation, and they parted ways from that. And while I play some other stuff, I could try to pull it, but that's not the right receipt that I'm looking for. But I want to show you some other tea. Hold on. I'm going to stay focused on the path that I started. So then I was looking and I was like, what are people's genuine, what does the public think of Narc Alert? Because I don't really watch her like that. And no, this is Toby. That's Tobias. That's him. Hello, Brian. So I know, okay. So I used to enjoy Kicking Geese back in the day. She was one of the first Amberlynn reaction channels I watched because she just seemed kind of lighthearted and positive, and she made her little jokes here and there, but it wasn't like full on hateful. Like it wasn't like FFG type of stuff. Do you understand? And I did notice Narc Alert being in her chat, and I noticed like her audience and her viewers kind of changed, and it was more of the hardcore haters. And then I remember watching something, I'm like, wow, Justine really started getting cutthroat on Amber. Like she really like her energy has shifted, which shit happens. I'm not out here trying to drag Justine or anything, but like I feel like I did also notice a change. So I found this. Oh my God, I hate the Narc Alert. Apologies to anyone who is tired of reaction channel posts. I've never posted this before, but this old woman is becoming so insufferable, I can't help myself. I was watching one of her streams in the background of my day because I have, anyway. She was speaking of, oh, hold on. I want the comments, not this. Careful, y'all. Narc Alert personally got the last Amberlynn Reid subreddit nuked because of a post about her. Screens below of her admitting it in a Wayback Machine archive of all the posts she didn't like. And I was like, T, I remember when this happened and everyone was blaming Amberlynn for it. Everyone was blaming Amberlynn like, oh, she got the Reddit nuked, yada, 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 yada. Okay? So, hold on. I have the receipts, but hold on. I'll play you a video real quick while I get everything set up. So this is the Snark Alert channel. I don't know who this is. I don't know anything about them. I found this channel yesterday, and for this specific purpose, the videos are funny, informative, have receipts in them. But I don't know the backstory. I'm not telling you to blindly believe people. But anyway, let me just play this.
Well, mainly one that demonstrates.
Am I active on Reddit? No. Reddit.
Well, mainly one that demonstrates any traits that fall into the spectrum of MPD, massive crick disorder. Let's dive in.
Reddit. Am I active on Reddit? No, I'm not. Many moons ago, 6 disgruntled people left our Discord and started a Reddit thread that gave our Discord the reputation for being nah. Don't you know that we're toxic? We're not. So no, I stay away from Reddit because, honest to God, like I've told you before, you know what happens if you don't read rude comments about yourself?
They don't bother you. If you don't read them,
They're picking on us on Reddit, like as if it matters.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Reddit is down. Apparently, the Am Babies or whatever, the Amberlynn Reid subreddit is down. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. It may or may not have been Amber. It could have been a million things. Okay, don't jump to any conclusions. It could have been a million things. It could have been. I wouldn't even assume to even say it was her. Sophie says the subreddit.
I just love how on her stream, she's talking about she don't even read Reddit, and then in her Discord, she's like, "Oh, F Reddit, we're taking them down. I'm gonna take it all down. I read that and it's bad, and I'm nuking it."
Were banned because they broke Reddit's terms of service of creating new subreddits for previously closed subreddits. Interesting. Yeah, all the subreddits are down. Well, you know what? I gotta tell you, I don't really visit those Reddits.
No cap. Oh God.
So it doesn't really break my heart. And the other thing is,
That shady ass Reddit thread about my Discord.
is gone now. And in a few days, after Google re-indexes things again, when you Google my name, that fucking thread isn't gonna come up.
I hate the fucking place. I fucking hate it. It's full of dickheads. I fucking hate it.
Hi,
That
DJ
stupid
Doris.
thread started by 6 annoyed people that came up first in Google results kind of bugged me.
And now, poof, it's gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little boy. It's gone.
I won't say anything more because, you know, you'll end up on
Reddit.
But there's been some interesting chatter in the Discord today via the Reddit, which I don't go to. Somebody in Reddit apparently was saying that my alerts were sexually harassing Mr. Snowflake. Yeah, Reddit's brutal. I used to go on there. There's good places on there, but I'm terrified. Like I've told you before, if I don't read horrible comments, then they just do not exist in my world. Oh, Reddit's on fire this week. I'm a lot of things now. I'm gross.
This is a Snark Alert video about Narc Alert. As a parody, the name is called Snark Alert.
Oh, I'm a bitch too. I'm a gross,
Not a parody, but a play on the name.
thirsty, weird, bitchy housewife, homophobe. So I kind of now avoid Reddit. Oh, is Reddit being Reddit? Adorable. They're adorable. Many years ago, before Reddit hated me, I'm scared of Reddit. Don't talk. Reddit hates me. The Merc Alert, that's what they call me on Reddit.
So it was just basically, this is just her in one moment saying she doesn't watch Reddit, but then being overly consumed with what's on it. And I mean, look, there's 6 minutes of clips of her just saying the word Reddit. So this is the actual receipt. Hold on one second. That's messed up. I tried. I geo-blocked Sweden. Like it was an Avenue Tech F. Then he went on to accuse Joe of sexual harassment, meaning I believe against Mr. Snowflake. And I said I knew about it and said I knew about it and was okay with it. And then called me and Joe racist. We got that ALR Reddit nuked due to the slander. Everyone thinks it was Amber. It was us. Holy S. I can't believe I had no idea this was going on. The end. We got the Reddit alert. ALR Reddit nuked. Everyone thinks it was Amber. It was us. Merc, the Narc Alert. She got the ALR subreddit deleted because there was a post on there with extensive screens showing that she banned and deleted messages from anyone on her Discord who questioned moderators banning people at random. And because of screens showing that Joe, her mod, made public racist and homophobic comments and sexually harassed members in the DMs. It was revealed that people started getting banned because Joe did not personally like them. So allegedly, Joe, her mod, was being a creeper in Discord DMs, and they were trying to cover that up by blocking the people that would speak out about it. And then he was openly racist and homophobic. So these are, I guess, some of the conversations that were deleted that upset her. I'm not really sure. I have to read into this more. It's all out there and still archived, but that WS in the ALR Reddit and it has been nuked. Okay, let me see what this says. I was having an effing nervous breakdown for about a month. Doing lives when I was at the verge of crying. It was a lot. I learned though. And then this is Joe. I don't ask for much. It is a lesbian genocide too much to... Okay, so this is okay. So this is allegedly the homophobic comments that were taking place in her Discord, which is why people wanted to leave or were banned. Right here. I don't ask for much. Is a lesbian genocide too much to ask for? Okay, and then here's Justine, aka King Geese. I'm so sad they left and I'm devastated this happened to the server. Whatever it is a shame. I hate that people were so upset that they felt they couldn't speak to everyone, even Justine, since apparently I'm a monster. I hope we can govern ourselves like adults and use our words to facilitate easing of tensions. It doesn't, Justine says, it doesn't matter how much time people have on their hands. The server is for everyone and I want everyone to be cozy. Someone said, take this to the DMs. Agreed. So this is Narc Alert. People wanted clarity on what happened, and I told them, if you want to carry on the convo or have concerns, speak to a mod. If you feel like you cannot do that, I can't help, unfortunately. My last comment on this. Thanks, Hannah. And Justine said, I also want everyone to know my DMs are open and I accept friend requests. Trying to turn it all around. Narcissist Merc acknowledged that people think she's a monster, and Justine pretending she doesn't know Merc is a monster. What is this? I know I Googled it and brought up Armani's. What is this? That's not a fair conclusion to jump to. K-pop singers are compared to lesies because they have a stereotypical lesbian haircuts, look very feminine, etc., yet masculine, of course. I wouldn't say it's such a stretch, but I wouldn't say people think all East Asian men look like that. Specific blueprint. The label's clearly used. Okay, so people are just saying that Joe is making racist and homophobic comments in that Discord. I think I mean, Joe is definitely edgy and bordering on a few things, and it's probably not going to be well received in this type of Discord with these people. I'm blocking you, Joe. It's such a gross feeling. Hold on. Merc said, maybe we can all agree to disagree. I was insulted in DMs and called things, and I felt I didn't want people who are going to be actively vicious to me in private to be here. I'm tolerant, but if you hate ... You just said no one said anything to you, but now they are DMing you things makes no sense. This is not a convo for general chat. I was trying to clarify what happened. Okay, so apparently she blocked the girl that was speaking out about it. She's saying she's not going to address this anymore. All right. The Narc Alert having a temper tantrum being questioned as to why people are being banned from the server. Then using her mother's health as a pity party is an excuse not to address any issues for the community. For more info, see this post that she got the ALR subreddit deleted for. I never clicked this yet. Let's see if that works. Okay, so apparently this is the post that she reported that got the ALR Reddit nuked. Maybe you're familiar with the YouTube channel Narc Alert. She analyzes narcissistic behavior in other people, and Amberlynn is one of her main subjects. This is especially odd since she had admitted to being a covert narcissist herself, but this is another story. She also owns quite a big Discord server. In recent times, that server has evolved to become a place of toxicity. This is something she is unable to take any accountability for. In fact, she actively encourages it by her snarky and hostile behavior. She is also unwilling to take her members' opinions and concerns seriously. Things got especially bad when her moderator Joe joined the server. Several members have felt harassed, mainly due to his sexual and racist comments, something Merc actively enables him to post. His toxic behaviors have infected the entire community, and Merc is in denial. A few days ago, there was a major fallout in the server, and one of the admins left, due to the reasons mentioned above. Attached below are some of the screenshots from multiple members in different time zones of the shitstorm. I also want to mention that this is a joint server she owns with YouTube channel Kicking Geese Justine. However, Justine is not very active. This is too much for me to read. It's just going over that whole argument. All right, let me move along. All right. This right here. Hold on. Someone said, I'm the original post. So this is her admitting that it was her. So we got that ALR Reddit nuked due to the slander. Everyone thinks it was Amber. It was us. All right. So she got it all because she wanted to cover up the storyline. Does anyone notice that most people who make content criticizing narcissists are narcissists themselves? You can basically hear it in her voice. She always has to talk about she's better than everybody in every way with examples. All right. So here's like another screenshot of her just flexing that she got blocked. Well, that's a shame. Narc Alert has been banned from subreddit. So this was a Reddit, I believe, specifically about her, and she got this one nuked as well. So there was two. It was the huge Foodie Beauty. I mean, the huge Amber Lynn Reed one. It was giant. And also she got the small one about her nuked. So this is her admitting that as well. Like, well, that's a shame. Oops. Narc Alert Snark has been banned from this subreddit. This subreddit was banned due to a violation of Reddit's content policy against creating or repurposing a sub to reconstitute or serve the same objective as a previously banned one. Wait, was it a Narc Alert Snark? I never went there, but if any of you report it, thanks. It's fairly recent. Okay. So now we're getting close to the weird screenshot that I have. So I was just trying to give you like a backstory on her because that's just random stuff I found out while I was researching the specific Mr. Snowflake thing. But I want to play this video because I did start pulling clips and then I found this video and it basically did everything for me. So thank you so much. I'm going to link this right here. Hold on. This is the Snark Alerts channel. Let me see if it's still here. It wasn't this video in particular, but if you look in the comments of this channel, Justine is in them, which is how I even got alerted to the fact that they had some type of issue going on. Yeah, Tree Boy Laya is the one that dresses up like Young Dumb Honey Bun. I really like him, actually. So this is Snark Alert. Snark Alert. If you want to give them a sub, if you want to check out their content. All right, here we go. So this is just showing the history of the thirst, which again, I just find so funny because she was trying to call out Amber Lynn for flirting with Yo Mama because Yo Mama is married. So just take note of this because it literally makes no sense. She shouldn't even be bringing up that point.
Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert.
Tiger disorder.
You know who it is? Oh, Mr. Snowflake.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Close to my heart. Oh, look. Do you love it? Rio loves it. Mr. Snowflake.
So girly pops. This video is going to be about the Narc Alert's creepy obsession with Mr. Snowflake. Initially I just planned on doing a silly compilation video about Snowflake being uncomfy on her lives. But OMG, I think this woman is actually obsessed with the dude.
No kiss. Oh, Daddy Snowflake gonna be so upset.
Oh, God.
Daddy Snowflake gonna be so upset there was no kiss for us today.
Oh my God!
Mr. Snowflake is a kind of an enigma wrapped in a riddle, but we love him. Yeah, nothing makes my morning better than I can have my coffee with a Mr. Snowflake video. That's like the best way for easing into the day. It's Mr. Snowflake, of course. Mr. Snowflake.
This is random, and I can't tell. Like, I don't know if Mr. Snowflake's camera is mirrored or not, but Narc Alert mentioned it. So he has merch mugs, but the the decal on the mug is only on one side of it. So like you can't see if you hold it with your right hand, you can't see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you need to print it on both sides because when you hold it, it's facing inward instead of outward, which I just think is just a design flaw, which is just dumb of me to bring up, but I just thought it was funny.
It's my YouTube crush. He's so dreamy.
What the hell?
A Mr. Snowflake pillow. A Mr. Snowflake body pillow. If he happens to come in here, this wasn't me. It's just a sticker. There's nothing wrong with a sticker. What could be more innocent and wholesome? So yeah.
911, what's your emergency?
Job wouldn't be the same if we weren't.
Hold on, let me see what that was. Bulge watch sticker. Girl.
911, what's your emergency?
Job wouldn't be the same if we weren't constantly, consensually objectifying Mr. Snowflake and Crusader Actual. It's just kind of what we do. Emmy Wemmy asks, where's Jimmy? We did invite Jimmy. Jimmy has an open invitation, but apparently he's a very busy man, right, Mr. Snowflake? Is he too important? Is he? Or is he just too important for us? I don't know.
Don't think he likes you very much.
Shots fired!
You should all have your fans around.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You never know when one of the boys is going to drop into the chat. And I finished the Young Dumb Honey Bun video. I tried to channel Mr. Snowflake a little bit because he's my muse, and I would love to be able to do documentary style videos as good as shaped by the algorithm. So I'm working. Mr. Snowflake is here. Mr. Snowflake, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Snowflake says, I'm giving you money. I'm your boss now. I'm really good at doing what I'm told.
That was a lot.
Mr. Snowflake, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Snowflake says, I'm giving you money. I'm your boss now. I'm really good at doing what I'm told. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you saw on Reddit before it went down.
Gee, I wonder who got it taken down. We got that ALR Reddit nuke due to the slander. Everyone thinks it was Amber. It was us.
Last week, what were we called? I was lonely weirdos, think. I'm not lonely. And today, in some Reddit comment, they called us thirsty housewives. I'm not lonely. Oh, Reddit's on fire this week. I'm a lot of things now. I'm gross. Oh, I'm a bitch too. I'm a gross, thirsty, weird, bitchy housewife. Homophobe. It's like when they call me a narcissist. I go, excellent. Can you prove that? Can you show me some areas? Because I would like to improve upon that. If I'm glaringly narcissistic.
Hold on a second. So someone in the chat said that there's a Mr. Snowflake fanfic. Where do I find that? Where do I find that?
You tell me where I am glaringly narcissistic? Jenna Wellborn says, Merc, you are so cool. I am. But sadly, I guess the Reddit is gone now.
Lul. I find it hilarious her obsessing over what Reddit thinks of her. You can tell she's fucking raging.
Hold on, I'm
She's
looking
exactly
for it.
like Amber.
Bullying. What you are doing in that subreddit is not okay. It is harassment. It is doxing. It is bullying. It is gross.
We've been conducting an ongoing flirtation with Mr. Snowflake, and some people have called us names, like they said we're thirsty housewives, right? What else did they call us, you guys?
Thirsty
they called me gross. One of them called me gross. So yeah, so we have to get you. Can you hear his Discord? That's all thirsty women DMing him.
Was that me?
Yeah.
Done. Sorry.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine just boom, boom, boom all day long? Now he's blushing.
When you said you were live, I thought you meant like just pop in the chat and say hello. And then I saw the link and I was like, oh, she meant that. Oh, okay.
No, I meant get your ass in here. Jody says, reminder for Mirth not to be gross. I can't help it.
I can't find it. I don't know what to search it as.
Housewife, homophobe, racist.
Are you?
Yeah, that's. Just some of my good qualities.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
So when I watch this, right, and you'll see in some screenshots that I have after this, like, so I think Mr. Snowflake loves the attention, but not necessarily who it's coming from. Like whenever she gets too flirty, he does seem kind of off put, but like he still entertains it. He openly entertains it, and you'll see this shortly. But I think when he's face to face with it, it grosses him out.
Thinking, I was like, oh, she meant that. Oh, okay.
No, I meant get your ass in here. Jody says, reminder for Merc not to be gross. I can't help it. I'm thirsty, gross, lonely housewife, homophobe, racist.
Are you?
Yeah, that's just some of my good qualities.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a homophobe again today. Today I was called a homophobe again. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's so funny. They don't even want to hear me. They just want you to talk. So chat. It's like Merc, shut up and let Snowflake talk.
I found it.
Jimmy says, wow, so handsome. Thank you.
I did find the fanfic, and after I show you the screenshots, because I've been edging it too long, then we can look at the fanfic.
Handsome woman. Jimmy's only here because he's jealous, right? Because I saw him making videos with somebody else and saying that you were jealous. I think he just started doing that because he saw us doing stuff, and it's him that's jelly. My community, they're called alerts. Yours are flakes, and together they're flirts. I have merch, you know.
Oh, have you?
Take them in and out once in a while. But here we have the famous thirsty. There's a little snowflake on that water bottle.
Hold on one second.
God, you're such a straight guy. So I thought we would watch this one. It's from 8 years ago this week. And it's I'm moving in 7 days. So I guess this is where she moves out from Crystal and in with Destiny.
Oh, it's been a while since I've watched that.
Yeah, it's way back. So I thought we'd go into the way back machine. Now, let me see what kind of...
My least favorite thing about packing is having to put this part down and make them intertwined.
I'm so bored.
I always mess up. I get so confused because it's like up this side, handy dandy tape. Gotta tape this puppy down. That'd suck if everything fell through the bottom, right?
We were talking today, and he also talked about wanting to do, he does want to do some live streams. He's just been very busy, and life's been in the way and stuff like that, but he's coming back, so I'm very happy. Hopefully we can get him to do another co-react with us. Hey, Snowflake, want to mud wrestle? Hey, I was having a little chit-chat with Mr. Snowflake in DMs. We were talking again about collabing, and he's always down. So I think we're gonna do something. But what I want to do, because he did one today that was kind of like a detectives, like an old detectives movie version, and I thought that's right up my alley. That's exactly the kind of like using Amber content in an odd medium, like a detective story. So I said to him, if you need a
so apparently he's like ghosted her since, and he no longer like participates on her channel from what I've heard. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a post about that. So like after she did the stream, she was talking about the fanfic. Yeah, Mr. Snowflake backed off at that point. Yeah.
When you're doing those, if you need the voice of a Dane, I can be your Dane. It's starting to become a morning ritual for me, is to watch Under the Hood with Mr. Snowflake. You left Snowflake for this? Is he live? He should know better. This is Merc's spot. This is Merc's time spot. What? Or are you watching one of the 400 videos he uploaded today? I DM'd him and asked him if he was on speed. What's going on?
My bad, pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass boss. Real motherfucking player, G. The shorties just love you.
Well, I stream every Wednesday, so the rest of them can go take a flying. Everybody's cutting in on my game now. Saturdays, all of a sudden, Snowflake does premieres and Jordy's streaming. Like, everybody's cutting in on me. I picked my times because nobody else was working at those times. Because I didn't want to step on anybody else's toes, and now people just come and fall over me.
So I guess the video was kind of showing like how her attitude changed afterward.
As soon as you pushed the end live, she, you know, I thought it was a coincidence when it happened with Mr. Snowflake.
But it couldn't have been. I didn't get a snack. I got nothing. I'm smelling some coffee. I changed.
Well, he's ghosted me. So,
oh wait, hold on. I gotta play.
To me and Mr. Snowflake still chat. Mr. Snowflake has gone quiet on me. Nothing happened. He's just, you know, a quiet guy, and now he's gone quiet. So,
let me be clear.
So, yeah, he'd be hiding a bit. That's fine. He ghosted me. He's ghosted me. Oh, now that's going to be all over Reddit. Mr. Snowflake hates Mark. He ghosted her. I haven't talked to him either. He's just, he's doing his own thing. Nothing wrong with him. He's just doing his own thing. And I don't think he's Mr. Social Guy. Yeah, he's been posting some stuff. I think today he posted a hungry fat chick. Honestly, I'm just not a super fan of his, the ones that he does that I call channel compilations. Where he just kind of makes a compilation of somebody's channel without a narrative or any...
you can kind of see, like, at first, he could do no wrong. Like, back when he was, like, entertaining her and going on her channel, she was, like, his #1 fan. He was her muse. She wanted to model her channel after him. But then when he ghosted her, like, she started, like, low-key dragging him.
Voiceover? I'm not a big fan of those ones.
You mean like the Amber videos you've made recently?
They do suck.
I watched her 35-minute retrospective on Amber and there was not a shred of commentary or narration. Honestly, I wouldn't even blame Amber if she wanted to copyright strike Narc Alert for violating two. Approach, we've all seen it. And 2 of those 4 pics are not what new
okay
was talking shit about Quirky Alert. And
so I saw this other side T where Narc Alert has a rule in her Discord that until she hits 100K subscribers, you cannot post any other channel's links. She said she's an Amberlyn reactor. She's staking her claim, and until she's a big channel, meaning 100K subs, she doesn't want anyone promoted in her Discord.
Her Discord. So, somebody posted a link to one of Quirky Alert's videos. This was Narc's response. 2 hours? I bet they just stitched all vids. Toddler and are miling more cash out of old. Shit, not judging, but I couldn't watch it all. Again without a new twist or angle or approach, we've all seen it. And 2 of those 4 pics are not when she is being a toddler, the Black Sea Thor dance out. Fit is not toddler, the transformation TikTok. Not toddler behavior is telling Quirky Alert, compared to Narcs. This week my buy should try a lazy F. Highlight video, no commentary, no titles, just like. Out these guys do I, 1.
So then she's just dragging the other ALR compilation channels saying that they do lazy work by compiling clips and that she should start being like them. She's just being snarky and hating on them. She's bitter because her content is so low effort and the views reflect that. When she sees others succeed, she rages. Anyway, I digress. Back to her Snowflake obsession.
And I watch hundreds of hours of boogie videos for that.
Hundreds of hours? Half of the video is clips from...
Clearly not the Snowflake thing, because that's really long. I popped into 1 second of that, and I'm sure it's excellent, but can I be dead honest with you?
Dead ass G.
I was like, oh my god. I can't watch this Casey stuff again.
Now she's even saying the Casey shit sucked.
I will, definitely. But I just thought, it's depressing. And I've seen it a lot, to be honest. Kind of know that whole story.
Really, girl, you knew about the identical coming out stories, and the child key, It's so hilarious watching her be hypercritical of Snowflake now that he's ghosted her.
I love Zachary Michael. I gotta tell you, I admit he's probably the only reaction channel I watch, really. I watch Snowflake stuff, but he's not really an Amberlynn channel anymore, so if something good's... Oh, Snowflake was supposed to upload a new, Did he? That one about all her victim
I'll
Amberlynn's
link this
victims
video
or
again
something?
if you guys want to give it a like or a sub.
I just saw I saw him post yesterday that it was going to be up. Yeah, I don't see it yet. The last one is Liver King, which, quite frankly, I didn't watch because I have no interest in the Liver King. I did last year, but not now. You can re-render it on the laptop and then upload it. In the meantime, clock is ticking. Friggin' Snowflake gets his reaction up before me. We don't like that. Connor says, I remember when the Discord was just linked in the description. I'm an old viewer. Yeah, well, I figured out that Snowflake and Crusader were each charging way more for their memberships, and they weren't even offering anything. So I was like, God, I gotta get on that train.
Let's see how much a Snowflake membership is. What about Narc Alert's membership?
Bruh. You know, equal pay for equal work, right?
What the hell? Muppet Scooter. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
The boys shouldn't make more money than I do.
She's so delusional if she thinks her content is as good as Snowflake's. WTF.
Kaylee says, I hope...
So a lot of the things I've heard repeated about her is that she aligns herself intentionally with people that make similar content to her. That way she could then share their viewers, which is YouTube, like in my studio, literally recommends that. Like it'll be like, hey, the next step to grow your channel would be to collab with other channels. So I'm not full on trying to drag her for it, but she like pumps them up and boosts them when it suits her because they have a larger audience than her. So then she hops on that train, but then everybody's separated from her. Meaning, when I say everybody, I mean Justine's separated from her because of the things that were coming out in the Discord and the creepy mod. And she just felt like the whole energy was toxic and she didn't want to be aligned with it. So she stepped away. And then Mr. Snowflake stepped away because she was being creepy and thirsty. And so now, like, she's not about, like, her just tune is so opposite. Hold on, let me see. Muppet Scooter. Hold on. This right here. Oh my God. I kind of like her quirky glasses. I can't lie. I love a quirky glasses moment. We'll go back and forth. We'll look at it. This versus this. I see it. I definitely see it.
Mr. Snowflake comes on again with you. Y'all are funny together. Yes, we haven't seen Mr. Snowflake around in a long time. You know, he's a quiet little duck. I guess he's just gone to his little corner of the internet. I don't know. Contrary to what Reddit thinks, I'm not that thirsty, so I haven't really been chasing him around or anything. Maybe I should. Yes. I'm too busy. I got a vacation to go on. So
let's see what Narc Alert did on her vacation.
Next vacation, you and Paige need to invite Snowflake.
Do you think that pasty fruit would do well in the jungle?
It's giving Jimmy Bunker. Jimmy Bunker and Snowflake.
Ron. Please stop. Oh, Garth. Did I say Darth?
I just thought, can we just let her be happy for a couple minutes? She better not go to Snowflake, because I'm the one that understands Becky's story better than, you know, like, I really enjoyed seeing her happy. She looked good. One about all her victim Amberlynn's victims or something. Can we just let her be happy for a couple minutes?
Snowflake, who has been making videos for about the same amount of time as Narc Alert, recently hit 100k subs. Narc's channel has got 22.7k subs and gets only about 9. Obviously real.
I was also thinking about wanting to do not Amber content, and the problem is
this is just funny to me because she was just saying how she found Mr. Snowflake's content that was not around Amber to be boring and uninteresting, and she doesn't want to watch it. And then she's like, seeing him get views on that. People said his channel's dying too. I wouldn't say his channel is dying. It's just there's only so there it's oversaturated. And not just him, just in general. But now she wants to do it. Hold on.
His YouTube algorithm sees me as an Amber Lynn channel. I've done some, quite frankly, videos I'm really proud of that have like 3,000 views. And they're no worse than any of the other videos I see on YouTube that get lots.
Gorly Pop. Get real, don't blame the algorithm. Your content is just so low quality nobody is watching it.
So I was thinking, since my TNA2 channel is kind of dead, I was thinking maybe I'll take all my non-Amber content. I'll leave it here as well, but maybe I'll take all my non-Amber content and put it over on TNA2.
Can I upload the same video from 2 accounts on YouTube? No, YouTube's terms of service.
You can't move it.
Retrain the algorithm that the TNA2 channel is about narcissists and not about Amber Lynn Reid. And then I could start doing more of that content, and it would get fed to the right eyes and get the right views, and then eventually we could stop covering this boring babe. You know, because Snowflake's got it smart. He has Mr. Snowflake, and he's got Under the Hood, right? He's my muse. And I know he seems to not do a lot on Under the Hood anymore.
Phew, we're at the end of the video. Thank God, I thought she'd never stop talking about Snowflake.
So
I find it so fat.
So I'm going to show you a screenshot. Now, this was sent to me in my emails. And this is from someone who says that they have more screenshots that they're sitting on. I have no idea who it is. They hit me up from like a Proton email. I probably shouldn't even click none of these links with peace and love. I got a VPN. I don't even know what I clicked, bitch. And this person says that there is more. There is more that they've been sitting on. And I guess I'll leave it at that. They told me not to say their name or anything like that, but I'm going to show you the images. But I thought this one was funny. Hold on. This is just for no reason, but like this was in her Discord. Sorry. I just wanted to show you guys that. This has like no relevancy other than I found it entertaining to look at. Isn't a proton an exercise? And then this is the real tea here. Hold on. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Someone sent me a Cash App. I will say this, my channel is not monetized. If you want to support the channel, my Cash App is $ Jessica Messica 32. And if you want to send me anything that you think would be interesting in a video, or you just want to talk about something, feel free to email me. Just be sure to state in your email if you don't want any of it shown, if you don't want it shared, just let me know the nature of the email. That way I don't overstep your boundaries. Okay. So hold on. So this is right here. Mr. Snowflake. October 5th, 2023. Well, I'm about to upload another video now. Me reading Amber's poetry. Then I'll spend half an hour on an SBTA script. Then a shower. Now, just how much penis do I have to show? That's Mr. Snowflake. And someone who's blurred out says, show from tip to taint. Oops, sorry. I mean, don't show your junk. And then someone else said, show everything. And then Narc Alert says, it's not a requirement. We don't get a lot of peen here, although we are happy to have the penis. Your call on if he's going to show his dick or not. Like, feel free to show your dick if you want to. But Amber Lynn can't say that your mama is handsome and she has a crush on him. But she could be like, if you want to show us your dick, married Mr. Snowflake, feel free. And I don't care, again, these married folk stuff, I'm not out here trying to judge. All I'm saying is don't talk about Amber Lynn having a crush on your mama when you're writing this in Discords. And then she said, how come you haven't checked in? We didn't know if you shower in the helmet. And then he posts this bitch. Girl. So that's what I was saying is like people were like, can you do a video about Mr. Snowflake? But here's the thing is at the end of the day, what he's doing is weird, but is it like he didn't do nothing that bad? Like I haven't seen any noodles or nothing like that, but it's just like questionable. Like people might find it questionable. I did see on Reddit too that I saw a girl, I could try to find it, but a woman was saying like she's never openly seen Mr. Snowflake try to hit on other women, but she said she DM'd him something about Amberlyn Reed. And even when she was done speaking, he tried to continue the conversation in a flirty way. Hold on, I'll try to find that receipt. I'll leave this up. Hold on. I thought I must have clicked out of it. Hold on. I'll pull that up. Sorry. Where is it? Is it this one? Hold on. Somewhere here. Oh, I found this. Hold on. What is this? Mr. Snowflake, 100K is always minimum. If a video doesn't do that, then I'll struggle to make enough money. I've had more patrons and new members for this than any other video. That's a great sign. I'm hoping for 200K by the end of the month, but I don't know. 100K minimum would be good. If I don't get monetization on Victims of an Empath, I'm fucked. If I keep it on Patreon and members for ages, it'll get more members. Have to do that, I think. Never before this where I need a video to make money and it hasn't. Same month car breaks. Why? Okay. Oh, I'm trying to find the flirty thing. Hold on. I'm gonna look for that, but I'm gonna play hold on, let me just finish looking at this really quickly because I feel like I didn't read something on the bottom. Okay, that's all of it. But he got a big response in that Discord for this picture, and everybody's like, yes. And then somebody said they didn't block out Narc Alert's name because they hate her, but they said they partially showed another person on purpose because there might be more tea coming out on that. And I feel like it's this right here because notice it's not all the way covered. So I don't know who sent me this or what's going to be coming out next, but I'm interested. I'm going to play a little bit of his video while I try to find that receipt. This is his new... Oh, Narc Alert. Hi. I hope you don't mind I showed your video. I did link your channel. But you did such a good job compiling all of the thirst edits. So thank you. Thank you for making that video. And welcome in the chat. I just want to take a look and see. Let's see where he's at right here.
I was born on March 28th, 1984. I weighed 8 pounds, 13 ounces. I'm from Cornwall, Ontario. I have one sister. We have the same mother. I'm close to her, and I have two half-brothers. We have the same dad, and since I don't really see my dad a lot, I've actually never met these boys. which is kind of sad. It was
Oh, I found the
very
receipt. Hold on. I'll show this really quickly. So she says this. Can't really vouch for anything inappropriate, which is the general consensus. Like, it's up to you to decide your moral opinion on this. To me, I've seen people do far worse. It's just surprising that Mr. Snowflake did it, in my opinion. Can't really vouch for anything inappropriate, but I've also spoken with him. He wasn't creepy with me, but definitely kept trying to continue the convo with a tiny bit of flirtatiousness when I proposed an Amber Lynn theory. In his defense, maybe he's just used to banking on his looks / women being interested in him in order to get what he wants. I also feel super sad because low-key, I like him genuinely. What theory did you propose? I don't respond kindly to people who throw around the N-word bye. Oh, well, I don't know what happened with that. He's married, right, with a child. I don't know how I feel about my husband getting a bunch of DMs from strange women online using a 600-pound loser as an icebreaker. And this person says, I would be absolutely fucking crushed if my husband spent time texting effing randos like Mr. Snowflake has. Oh, let me play this really quickly before I watch this. Hold on. Sorry for bouncing around. So, apparently, in Mr. Snowflake's new video, I have not seen the whole thing. Yeah, he's been shown, Miss Just Freezing. So Mr. Snowflake references that there was a story that Amber Lynn put her sister in the dryer when she was very young. What was I going to say? So Mr. Snowflake said he can't find any receipt on that and that it doesn't exist. But I just searched this because someone mentioned that in Discord. So someone in Discord said, I just watched Mr. Snowflake's documentary. It was kind of meh, but he doesn't do proper research. And I said, what do you mean specifically? And the person said the dryer incident. She's like, the dryer incident receipts are floating around out there. Like, he could have just, there's a way he could have found that. But then other people are saying like the clip doesn't exist. It's just been referenced. So this is Perfectly Imperfect's video. And she said it's titled Foodie Beauty did this horrible thing to her sister with receipts. So maybe we'll see a receipt in this video. I'm not sure. Let me post her link. This is the video. It's on the farms. I searched the farms for like Foodie Beauty dryer, but maybe let's just see if Perfectly Imperfect has it. It's a 2-minute video.
Yeah. All siblings do horrible crime. I never did anything horrible to my sister. Nothing.
So Foodie claims she's never done anything horrible to her sister? While it's true that we don't have evidence of the claim that Foodie once put her little sister in the dryer, and that the only evidence we have that Foodie was jealous of her little sister is from a former childhood friend, who claimed Foodie was very jealous of her sister and picked on her non-stop, calling her ugly and stupid. All circumstantial to say the least. But what we do have evidence of is Foodie herself posting on her community tab to strangers on the internet that her sister has a disability. Here you see the posts put up by Foodie, blasting her sister's very personal information on her page. Information that perhaps her sister didn't want shared to the world. Certainly not Foodie's place to do so.
Nobody put my brother in the dryer, but when he was little at the laundromat, he went in the dryer and the door closed and it did spin.
And all done because Foodie had posted a video eating pizza with her family and people were commenting on how pretty her sister was, and commenting on the fact that her sister seemed, well, a bit distant from Foodie. That perhaps the two weren't as close as Foodie claimed. And maybe, just maybe, there was tension between the two. Perhaps from Foodie being so mean to her in the past.
Ryan, I didn't do it because I wasn't even alive. Thank you very much.
Now, do we have any funny stories that we can tell? No.
So someone said it's on the farms. I was looking on the farms, but I mean, it's such a huge thread. I can't find the dryer thing. I'll try to search it right now. I'll let this play.
There's nothing that
Real fun, Natalie.
It's so good. It's filling though, eh? Like one piece. You like it with ketchup? Okay. Talkative here. Mm. So, I'm taking a little more. You want a little more? Mm. Maybe a little. Snacks. Like the whole rest of it. Little. There's still a little one, a small one left. Oh. All siblings do horrible. I never did anything horrible to my sister. Nothing. Nothing.
Okay, so I'm looking on the farms right now, and there are good summaries of the sushi video, yada yada. Okay. So this is about the sushi stuff. And then what is this? Sushi. Okay. Spoiler, screenshots relating to putting sister in dryer. I'm wondering if Kay is correct. This is a story kind of like the 9/11 jumpers. It sounds like something Chantal will do, but nobody actually can find a record of her saying it. Still imagine being such an all-around terrible person that everyone is willing to believe that you laughed at 9/11 jumpers and put your young sister in the dryer. And she's obviously ruminating about all this all day when she's stuck in her empty, filthy fart box. Okay. And then one thing that I absolutely remember of her saying is when her sister was a baby, she would hold her nose closed until she cried and her mom came running. It may take me a while to find the clip, but I am bound and determined to find it. I'm surprised she hasn't changed her channel name back yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody linking the clip. I don't know if the clip exists of her saying the sister thing, but this is what was on Twitter. Her grandmother was the primary one who raised her from birth until her mom was old enough and stable enough. Her mom remarried. She was a spoiled child. Had to share the love with her new sibling and couldn't do it, so she locked her toddler sister in a dryer. Jesus, a dryer? Her poor sister. Thanks for the info. The story of her stalking men is disturbing. She definitely tormented her sister and has been shitty to her all her life. There's one video where Chinny was having pizza with her sister's boyfriend and mom. Her sister behaved pretty normally, other than maybe not being exactly delighted to be on camera. Anyway, whether it was true or not, the sister seemed completely normal, but Chinny had to go out of her way to shit on her. Lets me deal with the bad seed for a change instead of dumping her on others. Lets me reckon with the fact that a teenage Chantal locked her baby sister in the clothes dryer and harassed Natalie for an entire childhood. Lets me deal with the fact that her firstborn cutie is nothing but a stinking shark beast, cat abuser, liar. Me too. I know it's bad, but then I heard Chantal had put her sister in a dryer and I turned it on. I still hope the sister would be able to get back some type of way when she got older. She did. Her sister has a normal life. Yeah, I don't know. There's no clips of it. Does anybody know if they exist or is it a rumor? PG is live reacting to Foodie T. All right, let me watch a little bit of Mr. Snowflakes and then I'm going to get out of here. I just want to watch a little bit of his stream, his video.
16, so she was in a lot of trouble with that. My mother and I were on our own, and She was a single teenage mom. She was 17 when she had me. And we moved away from the family home from her mother and father. We
Yeah,
were
who knows
living
what
with them
that
for a
one.
while.
With peace and
She
love.
wanted to move out on her own and do it on her own. And my father was an alcoholic, so she left him and didn't let him around me for a long time until he sobered up. We were on welfare, and but I remember her always, we were always very close to one another. I always felt love from her, if not from anybody else in the world, from her and my grandmother.
I'll link
but,
Purple Glitter's
a lot
channel.
from her. A big part of who I am. I've always loved creepy things, even from a young age. I've always liked really creepy stuff as a kid, like Beetlejuice. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Even Freddy Krueger, you know. But I've always loved the macabre and the dark and the creepy. And there's something that happened to me when I was in school. Something very cruel. I never told anybody about it because it's so humiliating. And I don't know if I'll ever be ready to talk about it. I've never told anybody about it. Not even my mother. And I think that's partly why I have so much hatred towards humanity.
So I'll say this is very slow for me. I'm different. Like when I watch if I watch anything that's of this style, it has to be of a faster pace, or the screen has to have more images on it, or I can't pay attention. I have a very short attention span. But I will say that he's putting his own artistic style on the storyline. He's adding like he's showing the darkness of the situation, the emotion of the situation. So it can evoke emotion from you that's different than just watching her clips. But for me, it's not my cup of tea. But just even from making the one Cobra music video, when I made that music video, probably in entirety, it probably took me like almost 3 hours to make like a 3-minute video. But I'm just learning how to edit. It mostly took time to compile the clips. So to do like really long form content, I can see that whether you like it or not, or if it's old or not, there's effort put into it. I just don't know if it's worth it because it's oversaturated.
Towards people.
Not the easiest start to life there, if you believe her. It sounded like she grew up very poor. She grew up with an alcoholic dad who wasn't really around.
This, I also find, I know from watching some of his stuff, I find it to be like overly dramatic, and I can't tell if he's doing that in a funny way or if he's being dead ass. Like even just the background, like this interview position in the background is just, to me, it looks like a joke with peace and love. Like I can't tell. It just looks super dramatic for no reason.
It's not easy. But it sounded like she was at least loved by a mother and a grandmother. And she may not have known who her brothers were, but she would end up getting herself a little sister who was 11 years younger than her, Natalie, or Nat. And I watched as many videos as I could about Foodie's childhood to get all the information. And the one thing she brought up every single time, more than anything else, was food.
I don't remember too much about my childhood, but I know that whenever I was spoiled a lot by my grandparents, and my grandmother on my dad's side would babysit me a lot. My mom would be working or whatever after school. I just remember the food she made me. That's all that I remember, and that comforting feeling about going to her house. And she would sit at the stove smoking and making her sweet and sour meatballs. She made chicken nuggets with this like Diana sauce. I remember loving that. These magic moment vanilla puddings and butterscotch puddings. Oh my gosh, those were good. And she would give me some, and then I would ask for more. So she would give me more. I would ask for more until she yelled at me, and she would say, C'est assez là, you know, like in French, like that's enough. My grandmother, she let me just come over and just raid her cupboards. The first thing I would do is go to her cupboards, find snacks, and I think just eating snacks at her place all day long, you know, it would just be, food was just involved in my life every single day.
You know what?
It's something that I've just
I'm gonna be honest.
realized not long.
I don't hate this. I don't hate it, and I think highlighting the nature of her food addiction is an interesting take. I think it humanizes her to a degree because so many people are focused on like painting her as a villain over a victim, and two could be true at the same time. If that makes sense. I don't know, it's like watching like if I watch like serial killer documentaries, and I'm in no way saying Foodie is a fucking serial killer. I'm not saying that, but I enjoy very much hearing their childhood upbringing because you could see like what created the monster. That's interesting to me.
Long ago that I have a problem.
Listening to her there, yeah, she admits she was a spoiled kid. Never usually ends well, that. And she would admit later that she had a problem with food, and that problem would follow her through her entire YouTube career. Foodie began her channel back in 2016, and to me it seemed like just another YouTube channel at first. I couldn't see any hints of what was to come later.
Today's video tutorial will be a tutorial on a no makeup look.
She would do makeup tutorials, talk about fashion.
These are 3X.
I love Foodie's old content. I don't know if you guys have ever watched it. I don't even know if it's still up on her channel, but I used to love it when I first found her. When I find a channel that I like, I go all the way back to oldest and then I watch it up to current.
Jeggings, okay? Nice and flowy. Fits me.
Talk about her life. She would show off her cats, all normal stuff. You can't get much more normal than cats on the internet.
They're gonna see, Sam. They're gonna see.
I love Amber Lynn's old stuff.
What you do, Sam? Ta-da! You disrupted our cuddle session, BB Chance. Are you gonna cuddle me? Come here, pretty girl. Pretty girl.
The channel wasn't exactly setting the world alight. She only really began to get noticed when she did her first mukbang. And like any good YouTuber, once she found something that got her views, she did more and more. Why do you think I'm here doing this video?
What made you start a YouTube? Well, I like to hear myself talk. And I always remembered something a friend told me a long, long time ago when we were at a party. And he said, I think I was like 16, and he told me, you should have your own show. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a channel. I'm going to call it The Chantal Show. And I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. And if people like me for my personality and they want to watch me, that's great, you know? If not, nothing, no hard feelings, you know?
I like people paying attention to me. I like having people's attention. I figured that out. That's what I like.
Being massively overweight like she was, mukbangs didn't sound like the best idea, but there was an audience for it. It's why Amberlynn Reid did them. Hungry Fat Chick.
So I don't watch mukbangers. I literally liked her story times, and she happened to be eating during them, but it was never about like the eating for me.
Nikocado Avocado. Life by.
Also, Nicocado's old content back when he was what country was Nicocado in? I love those videos.
Jen. All those people mentioned there clearly had issues with food, and I don't think you can look at Foodie Beauty without realizing, she had a massive problem with food as well.
Drank a whole gravy. Like, I got gravy and I drank it like it was juice. Like,
she did seem quite normal at this stage. She seemed quite nice. Well, she seemed alright.
So, I have to do something right now. I have to take an elevator, and I'm deathly afraid of elevators. I hate elevators.
I remember when this actually, like, she dropped this video. Oh my God.
she has a bad cold and I have to go up there and I have to help her. So I have to be brave. So
I remember that the last time, years ago, when I made a video on it, I thought, seems all right, seems fine. I'm not a big fan of people stuffing the face with food, which was her whole shtick at this point.
Maybe.
But she did make some videos I liked. She did some singing videos, which we're going to listen to when I stop being a boomer.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
We've also got... Come on, Boomer.
Is blowing in the wind.
And I only noticed this one recently.
I don't know where he was. Was he in Colombia? I don't know. I have to be honest. This is in no way, like, literally, I'm bored right now, but it has nothing to do with like Mr. Snowflake. It just has to do with the pace of the video. It's my own brain. I believe it's my brain that's making me bored. This has no relevance anyway to the rest of what I was going to do. I'm just
Elvis
curious.
Presley, take it away.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never called around and you ain't
I can't pretend to like it. Sorry, I was going to pretend to like that. I can't. She's ruined it. She ruined the whole episode. I'm done. Finished.
Wait, that was the video.
No.
Oh, is this a joke?
Obviously not. I'm only kidding.
I was like, damn. Oh shit, Gotti.
We should be fine to continue as long as she doesn't do anything worse than that.
I was like, all right, bye.
Video after video, we would see Foodie eating away there. And every now and again, we would catch a glimpse or hear somebody else there with her in the apartment.
I already did that. Hi, babe. I'm doing my Q&A. We've been together for, it's going to be 6 years in April, I believe. We met on a dating website called Plenty of Fish. I'm sure you guys are familiar. I don't know. I lucked out, you know? I didn't catch one of those pervy guys. Do you have plans to marry in the future? Yes.
Foodie lived with a boyfriend, BB, and lived together in a very small apartment. So when she was doing her mukbang videos, he didn't really have anywhere to hide. But thankfully, though, she didn't mind sharing the apartment with him.
So I'm excited to try this. I'm sorry for the loud noise in the background. The TV. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about the noise. BB's watching a movie that involves some kind of giant spider monster creature chasing somebody for about an hour now straight. So I'm today. I'm not gonna lie. That's just, I'm a person sometimes, okay? And so I'm gonna cut the video short. I don't know, just one of those. Like, I'm just feeling in a
pace.
Just a bit of everything is irritating, you know? Like, how am I supposed to film a video?
BB would even appear in a few of Foodie's videos, and he always looked dead comfortable being there.
This is my boyfriend, everybody. And he's gonna do my makeup as requested, and he really hates me right now for this, so. Where I've done YouTube videos. I've had a YouTube account for a while, but mostly just to watch videos, like a lot of you. But, baby.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
No, obviously he didn't look comfortable. I was just being silly. I actually felt a bit sorry for him. Every time she was putting a camera in his, he just looked uncomfortable. He just seemed like a normal guy. Well, normalish.
Fart on each other. We have actually farted on each other.
What?
I find that funny. He farted on my cat one time. It's not very nice.
Now, she may have wanted to marry BB, but there seemed to be a time limit on their relationship.
Do you and your boyfriend want kids? My boyfriend wants lots of kids. I generally say I do, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I really don't want kids. I don't think that I have the patience for it. I don't think that I don't think that I can be selfless enough sometimes. And
Okay, this is random. This is random and it's not a documentary channel, but I just want to show you a channel that I like. They do movie recaps, but I'll show you like the pace that I enjoy. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. Like I've seen all of these videos. This is Spooky Rice. They're spoiler alerts in his movies, but they're like old movies. But let me just show you like what I like. This is random, but what's a good one that I could just randomly play without scaring the shit out of everybody? This one shouldn't be scary.
A wake-up call to the world. The film details the delinquent adventures of Tilly and his friend Casper, played by the late Justin Pierce.
This has nothing to do with anything other than I like this channel.
The film next Friday, where he played a pothead. But sadly, Justin left this world by his own hand back in 2000. Tilly and Casper are both like sex freaks.
I personally do not recommend Saltburn. It's beautiful to look at, and it has some really weird shit in it, but it did not pique my interest in particular. But like the aesthetic vibe and the hotness of the characters and some of the weird scenes are like interesting, but then everything else in between, I lose interest.
But seemingly have a fetish for girls who haven't had sex before. So I should state that the purpose of this video and the series is to recap controversial and extreme films. So if you've seen this before and is expecting a conceptual or insightful video, then you are in the wrong place. So we now can see what happens on the grain on Kids, which has
anyway, this has nothing to do with
screenplay
anything.
written
I'm
by
just
Harmony
saying.
Korine.
You see, like there's a difference in the energy level, but I get that he's trying to make Foodie Beauty's story like drawn out and dramatic and sad. But I wish it was just like a little like bang. I need like a quicker movement to it. You know, put some pep in that step. Is Foodie Beauty still alive? Let me just see if she. Hold on, let's see.
The only ones there out of the entire family holding her hand to her last breath. So how did I abandon her? Never happened. Fake lies.
Again, not lies. She's just big mad that she can't cover it up like she wants to. The lack of self-awareness in this community is astounding. Yeah, exactly, Guitar Girl. It is what it is at this point. There's not much, that'll change now. It's been this way forever.
This is Purple Glitter reacting to Foodie.
Exactly, Strad. They only focus on the reaction to what people say about me. Lindbug, welcome to Very Important Pieces. Ready, set, bees. Thank you, Lindbug. Another thing is that we like to treat our audience like crap for not supporting us when we fail on diets. No, what we don't like is the fact that, there's been a long journey with this where we didn't really recognize all the time that, that we had eating disorders. For a long time, I just thought I was like overeating. I didn't even really understand.
Let me look. So soft white underbelly. Soft white underbelly. Let me see if it's like similar. No, I don't want to play the kid one. Hold on. I don't want to play one of a kid. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I see the vibe.
You want to knit while we talk?
Crochet.
Crochet while we talk.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So
I like that.
I'm going to be leaving in a minute, but I also heard that the guy from Soft White Underbelly is a creep. I heard that he's a creep. And I heard that he actually bangs the hookers that he interviews. Like he has a kink for hooking up with the chicks and that he does weird shit to like get them to interview and stuff. That allegedly. This is just what I heard recently. I definitely heard that he exploits vulnerable humans. It's true. Oh, you know what I forgot? Okay, let's take a look at really quickly. First of all, I'm gonna shameless plug here again. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe. If you end up hating me, you can unsubscribe. Please like and share. And I am demonetized, so I posted my links. I'm gonna be ending this shortly, but I want to look at the Mr. Snowflake fanfic. Hold on. Thank you to whoever told me about this. It's Wattpad. If it's on, you already know it's gonna be juicy if it's on Wattpad. Okay. You already know it's gonna be juicy. Correct, but he's like the visual idea of him using that particular backdrop, Mr. Snowflake, I mean, it's very soft white underbelly. Okay. Let's just take a browse. Hold on, I gotta open the chat on my phone so I can read it. Maybe you're my snowflake. Is this is not even the right one? Who is this even the right one? Oh, I'm sad. How do I search? How do I search? I want to type it in. How do I search? Browse. Oh no. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Damn. Okay, hold on. Narc Alert. Mr. Snowflake Fanfiction. Oh, I'm so sad. All right, let me try Google. Maybe Twitter. I don't know how to look up stuff on Twitter. Mr. Snowflake. Mr. Snowflake. YouTube. Fanfiction. So sad. I think I gotta give up. I can't, it's frustrating that I can't give up. Hold on, let me play Purple Glitter while I try to find it. Narc read them on her channel. Okay, Lewis, are you in there? Can you do it now? Narc Alert. Mr. Snowflake. Fanfiction. I'm trying. Narc Alert pick me woman vibes. I used to really enjoy the there has been a recent shift, especially since Snowflake entered the picture. I don't know if she is harsher to Amber because of the sympathy phone incident. Plus, her weird pick me behavior at her age around Snowflake is becoming unbearable. Also, it's super cringe because he is starting to look like he is forced to hang out with a creepy aunt. Does anyone else feel the same? Edit. Go to timestamps. What is this? Cringe warning. All right, they told me to go to timestamps 107 and 136. 107. Oh, you got it? All right, hold on.
So much better, you know?
Yeah.
It's so boring now.
Okay, Ryan, hold on.
So
I'm looking
I'm
for
gonna
it.
explain why.
Ryan, I gotta
A
open my
lot
own
of
chat.
things have been
Hold on.
happening as
Also, the cleavage is firmly stops at an appropriate place for cleavage. It's not right up here on her Adam's apple. You know how her cleavage
you,
is usually
Ryan.
all right up all the way up here?
Yeah.
Look, it's that. It's
Are
down
you
normal
kidding
where it
me?
should be.
Not great, but yeah.
no,
Look
like,
at this
nasal
shit.
hysterectomy.
I hate you. I hate you. Fucking hate. Who did this to me before? Yo. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Look at Mr. Snowflake fanfic latest post. Please continue to accept the use of cookies. Bitch. Ryan has literally done this to you before.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this
Oh,
from
you got me so
any
good.
other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Yo, this shit slaps. Woo!
Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna
I'm
give,
literally
never gonna
dancing.
give. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling.
You're welcome. I'm gonna end it after this. I'm gonna rickroll the live after this. Rickroll it right off. Oh my god, hold on. I probably can't play the whole video or the video get removed from YouTube.
Never gonna make you cry. Never
Never gonna
say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry.
All right, everyone. Thank you. That was a perfect ending, actually. Thank you so much for coming. And hold on. How do I stop? I'm gonna show you the receipt. Oh wait! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! 911! 911! Louis came through. Louis came through. What in the fuck is this? Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, I faked you out. Sorry, I have to look at this. Hold on. Oh, Louis came through. Louis came through. The fuck is this? Wow, thank you. You know what? Everything is meant to be, because if Ryan didn't rickroll me, I wouldn't have gotten distracted by the lovely tunes, and then I wouldn't have had time for Louis to post that. So hold on, I gotta plug my computer in. If this is another fucking rickroll, if I get double rickrolled during this live, are you kidding me? Yo, if I get double rickrolled. Yeah, Yato was dragging my laugh. He said I sound like Elmer Fudd, but I said I sound like Fat SpongeBob. The Adventures of Jimmy Bunker and Tiny Amberlyn Reed. The Hood and the Helmet. Crucifake. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, I bet they wrote these. I literally bet Mr. Snowflake wrote these. No Touchy, I'll read it. Which one should I read? No Touchy. Hell yeah. Okay. I'll give you my Cash App. Here we go. Pick which one. Which one am I reading? Hold on. Let me switch this to 18 plus. Let me switch this shit to 18 plus right quick. Right here, right now. Adults. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is for the grown folks only. So give me 1 second, because I don't even know what we're about to read. I don't even know what we're about to read, girl. I don't even know what we're about to read, girl. All right, live settings, age restriction, 18 plus, save. Thank you. Thank you so much. I did not get the notification. Oh, I just got it. Wow. Thank you so much. No Touchy, no Touchy. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and supporting us reading Smut on live. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. Do you want to pick which one we read? No Touchy? Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. I want to read all of them, but like, which one? Cruciflake in the Danger Zone. This one has 43 views. Drama arising when Hater House goes to France. Oh my god, they're roommates. 155 views. A new YouTube content group, Hater House, is on the rise. I kind of like that one. Cruciflake, a Valentine affair. Oh no, we're reading this one. Definitely this one. I'm very much intrigued by this Tiny Amber one. Oh my god. Have you guys ever heard of the Tiny Smurf story? You know the creepy Smurf baby? You know about the creepy the creepy Smurf baby story? I won't even get into that, but this reminds me of it. But what I'm going to do is definitely read The Hood and the Helmet. I feel like they wrote these. Who wrote this? Just Google or YouTube Baby Smurf. Deadwing Dork did a video about it. Several people did a video. It's just like a creepy fan fiction about someone who found a baby Smurf, and it gets really weird. read. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I just need to scroll through and make sure there's no dicks. Give me one. It said 17 plus, not 18 plus. I'm just scanning for dicks really quickly. One moment. I'm not seeing any dicks. No dick. No dick. No dick. Okay. We're good. All right, everyone. Are we ready? Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to read Cruciflake, A Valentine Fair, fan fiction written by Spoony Nerd on Wattpad. This is for adults and adults only. I think things are about to get real gay up in here, and I'm very excited. All right. British Amberlin Reed reactor, Mr. Snowflake, paused outside the door to the room he shared with fellow YouTuber Crusader Actual. It had been 2 weeks since they had returned to Hater House from the hotel, and it felt like his roommate was taking extra steps to avoid him. Inside the attic room, Crusader Actual paced like a tightly muscled tiger. He wasn't sure if he was doing the right thing or not. Maybe I shouldn't have picked Valentine's Day, he thought. What's all this now? The suave sound of Snowflake's voice from the doorway made him jump. Mr. Snowflake had opened the door to his shared room, pausing before entering so he could take in the sight before him. A path of candles led to the 2 double beds, which had been pushed together. Pink, long-stem roses lay in bunches across the black silk sheets. What's all this now? The question was out of his mouth before he realized he'd asked it. Heavily muscled YouTube creator, Crusader Actual, turned towards the door at the sound of his roommate's voice. Candlelight gleamed off of his helmet as he crossed the room. Taking Mr. Snowflake's hand, Crusader turned towards the beds. Come sit. We need to talk, he said more bluntly than he had intended. Snowflake followed, mutely, watching the shadows cast by candlelight play across the sexily muscled shoulders showing through the jet black straps of his stringer tank top. He wasn't entirely sure what was happening, but he hoped that they were finally going to talk about the incident in France. They sat side by side on the edge of their makeshift extra-large bed. Crusader took both of Snowflake's hands in his and took a deep breath. This isn't going to be easy for me. He squeezed Snowflake's hands gently. So I need you to let me say what I need to say before you ask any questions, okay? The blue hood nodded, once in assent. Inside, Mr. Snowflake was terrified. Who was this? Was this going to end up being what the Americans called a pump and dump? Sealing his nerves, the muscularly endowed Crusader Actual began speaking again. We both know Hater House is going to end soon. When that happens, you'll go back to England and I'll return to the Crusader Cave. He paused sadly before shaking himself and continuing. This is the first real relationship I've ever been in. When we were in France, I thought we were going to be hate crimed. His voice cracked, causing him to clear his throat. The only thing I could think of as we were going to die, and all you were was my fucking roommate. He spat the word, causing Mr. Snowflake to tense. Squeezing Snowflake's hands once more, Crusader Actual began sliding off the bed until he was on one knee on the floor. It was then Snowflake noticed that the black bow tie around Crusader's thick neck. Reaching under the pillow next to them, Crusader pulled out a small red box into the candlelight. I can't let us part as merely lovers. Crusader opened the box, exposing a ring with a large teardrop-shaped blue diamond, surrounded by a tiny heart-shaped rubies. Mr. Snowflake, will you marry me? Oh! Jimmy Bunker dropped his pen onto his desk, smiling in satisfaction. Okay, you want to read the Tiny Amber one? Can we read Tiny Amber? Well, I need updates. Is this the update? All right, we're going to read Tiny Amber. All right. The Adventures of Jimmy Bunker and Tiny Amberlyn Reed. Prologue of Hats and Cat Ears. Late night shifts are the bloody worst, thought famous influencer Jimmy Bunker. Taking out the trash during the end of his closing shift at the bar he moonlighted at when not uploading content. Tossing the bag into the dumpster, off of the shared alleyway behind the building, Jimmy paused at the sound of a sharp squeal. He started to walk away, dismissing the noise as rats. When he heard a small, high-pitched voice shrieking indignantly from inside the garbage bin. Oh my God, this is so dehumanizing. You guys have to realize how disrespectful this is. Curious, Jimmy peered over the lip of the dumpster. Half buried by rubbish was an half buried by rubbish was an old-fashioned bird cage, which inside which was a 6-inch tall, overweight woman wearing all black with matching fuzzy cat ears. Yo, not Amberline in the bird cage, bitch. Jimmy. Yo, imagine you literally hear a little squeal from the dumpster and it's fucking mini Amberlyn in a bird cage, bitch. Yo, I would read this whole book. I would read like 400 pages of this. Y'all ever read the BFG, The Big Friendly Giant by Shel Silverstein? Like, imagine, you know how the big giant takes the little girl to the giant land and then she drinks the fizzy drinks and stuff? Like, imagine it's like that by Amberlyn Reed. I'm living. Yes, yes, yes. Jimmy couldn't believe his eyes. Hey, I know you. Aren't you Amberlyn Reed from YouTube? Amberlyn Reed, it should say Amberlyn Reed Food. From YouTube, he asked, lifting the cage from the garbage and removing a half-rotten banana peel that was stuck to the bars. Pressing the back of one tiny hand under her triple chin, Amber fluttered her false lashes. Yes, I am Amberlyn freaking Reed, she purred, stroking her hair that looked like it hadn't been washed in months. I'm surprised you've heard of me, considering how much better than all of you are than I am. She practically cooed as she sang her own praises. Oh, considering how much better all of you I am. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Is that so? The response came from a tolerant chuckle. Well, I'm Jimmy Bunker, famous food tester and cryptid hunter. Nice to meet you. He peered into the cage at the wee, well-padded white. Funny, I thought you'd be a bit bigger. Big? Are you calling me big? Tiny Amber screamed, throwing herself at the bars of the birdcage in a rage. Oh, poo off, Jimmy chided. It was a joke. Settle down and tell me how you ended up in the bin. The squabbly, scaled-down soul stopped her tantrum and began an obvious attempt to force tears. It was the craziest situation type deal. She sniffled pitifully. I got a flyer on my apartment door. And at first I thought it was for a new food delivery service. So I got like so excited. Then I read it was for a new weight loss technique. Tiny Amber wiped at an imaginary tear on her chubby little cheek. You guys have to realize that this was my opportunity to get the nail to hang my picture with. Jimmy started to ask a question, but the fleshy, fun-sized female plowed on. Anyone who knows your girl world knows that easily. I've lost thousands and thousands of pounds, and I totally didn't get denied weight loss surgery. No, I did not, Amber denied firmly. Actually, I told them I didn't have a binging problem anymore, so I don't need my stomach removed. She paused, huffing, and leaned against the cage bars to catch her breath. After a moment, Amber continued on her spiel. So I decided to advocate for myself, and I took an Uber to the address on the flyer. I think you mean you took an Uber to the airport, Jimmy interrupted gently. Airport? Amber repeated nervously. No, God, no. Your girl does not fly. I took an Uber here. But Amber, Jimmy responded, you'd have to fly to get from Kentucky to Newcastle. I don't fly, the hefty, halfling human repeated flatly, a hint of anger flashing in her eyes. Jimmy ruefully shook his head in surrender as Amber continued, I known wifey should have taken me. I wanted to surprise her with how amazing I looked after the procedure. She preened over her imagined future self. So when I got here, I was a little shocked at how lame the outside looked. I was starting to think that maybe I should go home and try joining Craig again. But the Uber, Amber stressed the word, staring defiantly at Jimmy through the bars of the birdcage, had already left, so I went in, and I'm so glad I did. It was so much better on the inside. They had 3 surgery robots. Jimmy was starting to realize asking the minuscule, meaty mortal for clarification was pointless, so he let her continue her rambling. I told them, my name is Amberlyn Reed, R-E-I-D. My date of birth is, but they didn't care about that. They put me in front of the same kind of camera they used to take pictures of your teeth at the dentist. An X-ray machine, Jimmy asked. I know, Amberlyn snapped. Anyway, they put me in front of the camera and said I'd be smaller when they were done. There was a bunch of bright I feel like I'm turning into Miranda Sings. Slowly. Mike TV. Yo, they Mike TV'd her ass. They sure did. There was a bunch of bright flashing lights. And the next thing I knew, I was shrunkified, y'all. She began to fake cry. I was supposed to lose weight and not end up in IRL in real life moment from my wifey's favorite movie. Seeing Jimmy's confusion, Tiny Amber stomped her teeny foot. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, duh. She rolled her eyes in exasperation. It's just like in the movie when they zap that little boy into a candy bar. Get it? He did not get it. But Jimmy wasn't about to say that to the short-tempered, Smurf-sized sapien. Ah, yeah, that makes perfect sense. He lied. Doesn't explain how you ended up in the garbage, though, he added, cocking an eyebrow at Amber. She shrugged, plopping her rotund body onto the paper-lined cage bottom. They said that even though it hadn't gone the way I thought it should, that they'd done as promised. I was smaller. So I told them I was there to lose weight, and they said I had that done too. She pursed her lips. I had to admit that they weren't wrong, but I didn't want to be a little person. So I told them they needed to put me back the way I was. Jimmy watched as the portly, pocket-sized person plucked at her clothes. They said I needed to talk to the Michelin man first. So they put me back in here and locked the door to keep me safe. Amber stopped fussing with her shirt and tugged on her frizzy side braid anxiously. I thought about asking them how long it would be, but I realized it was time for my 10 p.m. nap, so I did that instead. Can you imagine how upsetting it is to wake up having trash dumped all over you? She finished indignantly. Well, there was this one night with the boys, Jimmy started to answer, but stopped himself. Never mind. You don't need to hear about that. Did you say 10 p.m. nap? The fat, fairy-sized figure shrugged nonchalantly. Yeah, so. I must have been asleep for hours. I'm actually starving. Amber. Jimmy couldn't help his chuckle. It's 10:08. That just proves my point, she shrieked, jumping to her feet. I went to sleep at 10 on Thursday. That must mean it's now Friday. She pumped one pudgy fist triumphantly. No, Amber. Jimmy tried to suppress his exasperation. It's still Thursday. He saw her open her mouth to argue and hurry to continue. Never mind that. Now let me take you inside to see if I can't get this door open. You can have some pistachios while I finish cleaning the loo. Oh my God, I love pistachios. Tiny Amberlynn Reed clutched the cage bars, her body vibrating with excitement. Not fucking vibrating. Pistachios? Jimmy, what? Oh, she says pistachios. Pistachios, Jimmy corrected absently as he carried the cage through the establishment's back door. Wait, how do you say it? Pistachio? Pistachio? Amber blinked up at her rescuer childishly. Pistachio, he repeated. Wait, pistachio. Bunker stress each syllable. Oh, pistachios. I love those. The tiny, bubbly toddler woman giggled obnoxiously. Let's hope the missus knows what to do with her, he thought with a sigh. Late night shifts are the bloody worst. That's the end. I kind of want to read one more. If you don't want to listen to it, you could leave, but I want to hear one more. Sorry. I love reading, you guys. Books is good for the brain. Books is good for the brain. And I really enjoy reading lots of books. All right, let's see. How long is this one? All of them? All right, the helmet. Maybe is there smut? Like, yeah, I'm waiting for the smut. This one might have smut because this might be when they were in France and they banged. Yeah, I put this on an 18 plus. Phase House, Sway House, Hype House, Team 10. All were mildly successful content groups. None would be able to hold a candle to the newest collaborators on the rise. Hater House. Oh my God, imagine that. At least that's what the Gilded Invitation said when famous muscle-bound YouTuber Crusader Actual opened his mail several days ago. But when he had first started covering the infamously failed weight loss channel run by Amberlynn Reed, Crusader had never imagined he'd be invited to spend a year living with creators in a mansion in LA making content. Must have made a better impression on VidCon than I realized, he thought. A blue hood fluttered through his memory, causing him to rub absent-mindedly at the goosebumps that suddenly appeared on his rock-hard triceps. Shifting the duffel bag to a more comfortable position on his shoulder, Crusader actually took a deep breath and walked up the long driveway, leading to the front door of a 3-story mansion, garishly painted in bright pinks and greens. This experience was going to be different. Crusader entered the house and walked straight into chaos. From somewhere upstairs, he could hear a girl shouting, "My skin smells of coconut oil. I'm living my best life. I demand you let me stay." Zachary Michael's calm southern drawl overpowered her screaming. "For the last time, Sarah, no one wants to make TikToks with you, girly." Stomping her way down the stairs, the YouTube reactor known as Young Dumb Honey Bun shoved past Crusader, who was still standing in the foyer. Pausing at the doorway, Young dumb honey bun spun around to face Zachary Michael once more. I went to medical school. I can't do her voice. She hissed, you will regret this. Her ominous threat issued young dumb honey buddy left. What did I just say? Young dumb honey buddy left the hater house. Bitch, I must be hungry. I'm probably getting hungry. Running a hand through their short pink hair, Zachary Michael sighed. This is not what I signed up for. Shaking their head, Zachary made their way downstairs to shut the door behind young dumb honey bun. They were halfway down when they finally noticed the insanely muscled man, wearing a helmet that looked like he belonged in the Crusades, who was standing at the entrance. A weathered duffel bag lay at his feet. Hello? Zachary drawled, suppressing a chuckle as their two dogs, Judy and Potato, bounded past them, down the stairs, and began excitedly sniffing the new arrival and his belongings. Puppies? There was a relief in the muscular man's voice as he squatted to pet the two happy animals. Someone's with dogs this cute has to be okay to live with. Standing up, he straightened his helmet before adjusting his tank top. Hi. He held his fist up to Zachary expectantly. I'm Crusader Actual. Smiling, Zach gave Crusader the expected fist bump. I'm Zachary Michael. Let me show you the house. Come along, Potato and Miss Judy Lou Who. They called over their shoulder as the dogs led the way upstairs. Thank you. I'm sorry that I'm not seeing the chat. It's just when I'm in StreamYards, I only can see one screen. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. Ground floor has the main living area, the kitchen with an attached dining nook, Zachary explained as they led the way, and a small in-home gym, they added, one eyebrow raised as they eyed the super short, brightly colored spandex shorts that clung lovingly to Crusader's buttocks. Crusader didn't notice, however. He was looking over Zach's shoulder at a door, just off the staircase, with a gold plate on it with the letters MBP engraved on it. Is that who I think it is? Crusader asked, his voice soft with awe. Zachary nodded as they stepped into the second floor landing. Indeed, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Michael B. Petty. As if summoned by his name, a familiar voice issued from behind the door. Did she spray Pam on the food? Pausing in front of the door, Zach knocked lightly. Michael, you all right in there? A muffled, on the food? Was the only response. Grimacing, Zachary backed away from the door. He never comes out and he never says anything but that. I'm starting to think he's a ghost. Shaking themselves, Zach turned to climb the flight of stairs. I'm on this floor with Michael. You'll be up here with someone called Mr. Snowflake. I hope that's all right. Mr. Crusader froze. Mr. Snowflake? He said, shock causing his voice to crack. Zach nodded. That's it. He was originally supposed to be up here with his friend and fellow creator, Jimmy Bunker, but Jimmy was too busy being super extra famous on YouTube to accept the invite, they added sadly. Yeah, I do be reading, guys. I be reading, guys. Flex. I know how to read, guys. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know I could read. Bet you didn't even know it. This was probably just $50 to prove I can't even read. And look at you now. Look at you now. Crusader Actual stood, staring at the wooden door, his hand hovering over the knob. Here we are, Zach said cheerfully. Go in and make yourself at home. Snowflake should already be here, but I haven't seen him yet. I'll see you two at dinner. It's time to take the doggos out for walkies. Sealing his nerves, Crusader pushed open the door and found himself looking into what was clearly a newly renovated attic that had been turned into a bedroom, with 2 double beds, a small round window in the wall between them, and matching side tables. Wooden dressers stood on either side of the room. Sitting on the left bed was a familiar figure, wearing a blue hood with a silver snowflake where the face should be. "Welcome to our room," the velvety glove, that was Mr. Snowflake's voice, caressed Crusader's ears. "I hope you don't mind. They downgraded the house when Jimmy declined," he shouted. She shrugged. Shaking off his stupor, Crusader moved to his bed and dropped his bag onto it. "Looks like we're in a Brady Bunch situation type deal," he joked. The blue hood tilted slightly in confusion. "Is that some American thing I'm not understanding?" Crusader was glad he wore a helmet as he began to blush profusely. "Never mind." It had been 3 months, and Hater House was running smoothly as any organization filled with many varied personalities could. The greatest source of contention lived on the 3rd floor. "Damn it, Crusader, keep your bloody weights on your side of the room. If I stub my toe one more time, I'm throwing them in the ocean," Snowflake shouted for the millionth time that week. Crusader opened his mouth to respond, but pounding from the floor interrupted, followed by a muffled, "Pam on the food?" "Sorry, Michael," Crusader called through the floor. "I promise we'll keep it down." "Are you happy now? Everyone in the house is going to hate us." Snowflake could hear the irritation radiating from under the silver helmet. Straightening his signature hood, Snowflake stood and pulled a bundle from the drawer on the side table. "Here, I have a solution." Holding up a white sheet, Mr. Snowflake began to fix the cloth onto the ceiling with thumbtacks. "You and your musclehead stay on this side of the sheet, and I'll stay on mine." You're having problems visualizing it? I'm sorry. The content creator known as Crusader Actual lay moping his head in bed, staring at the ceiling. Part of him wanted to make peace with his roommate, and part of him was stubbornly convinced that the other man needed to cave first. Abruptly, Crusader stood from his bed and turned his back to the hanging white sheet that seemed to constantly mock him. He began to angrily do squats. "Never skip leg day," he thought, as he tried to focus on his reps and not the silky smooth voice under the blue hood that laid in the other bed. Mr. Snowflake turned on his side and watched Crusader exercise. The position of this man's lamp allowed Snowflake to see in detail the outline of the superbly muscled body. He already knew every inch of the Adonis sculpted figure, and his fingers itched to caress his firm muscles. It had been 3 days since he'd hung that sheet that divided their room, and he had regretted every minute of it. Pulling himself back to the present, Snowflake saw that Crusader's shadow had stopped moving. The other man stood on the other side of the cloth divider, breathing heavily. Unable to stand it any longer, Mr. Snowflake ripped the sheet from the ceiling to find Crusader on the other side, his hand outstretched as if he was reaching for the cloth himself. Oh my God. Unable to stand it any longer, I already read that. Neither said a word as Snowflake dropped the sheet and threw himself into Crusader's jacked arms. Metal helmet met cloth hood as passion erupted between them. That's it, people. All right, Beach. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming here today. Let me stop. Thank you so much for the donation. I greatly appreciate that. I need to go. I need to go now. I have business to take care of. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Where is it? I'm trying to play something for you. I gotta go, guy. Can you hear this? Oh, I gotta crank it up for you.
I'm about to go upstairs and bust my bussy open.
Can you hear this?
I'm about to go upstairs and bust my bussy open. I'm about to go upstairs and bust my bussy open.
Oh my God.
I was kink shamed. I was kink shamed. Ass worship.
I'd fuck his brains out and then fucking cut his head off.
All right, Beach. All right, Beach, I'm leaving. Oh, I'm going to end this. I'll play the Yo Mama video. Hold on. I'm going to unend this with this. Shout out to Yo Mama. It was my first time on a track. So, you know, go easy on me, people. All right? Go easy on me. Everybody have a wonderful day, Beach. All right, I'm leaving. I'm leaving for real now. Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Well, I like to thank everybody, and I like to thank the people that came to. I like to thank the people that came to my basketball games. But the people I didn't call, I'm sorry because my hip was hurting, and I didn't think I was gonna play. But I still got 15 points in everything.
Switch, run them bands up.
Send that address over. Let that tumbler leave. Shake that glitter, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Send your docs to Sam. Now send your docs to me. Send that address over. Let that tumbler leave. Shake that glitter, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Send your docs to Sam. Now send your docs to me.
Yeah. I know you docs me, but send the merch to me. I can be a zombie. You can call me Tweety T. Candles cost you 13, but you charge 53. And it's all good, cause y'all was still loving me, even though I'm 50 and turned into DC. Linda mocking me, the keychain don't look like me. Out doing bestiality. I don't like Nick, so why the farms turn on me? Is it cause Jabba didn't want the charity? I never been a friend to a hillbilly, so why the hell would she do something for me? Just order keychains, it only cost me 50 cents. Before I met Jabba, I used to skip out on the rent. Bounce that ass, all down your pictures. Put your hands on your knees for these free pictures.
Send that address over. Let that tumbler leave. Shake that glitter, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Send your docs to me. Send that address over. Let that tumbler leave. Shake that glitter, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Send your docs to Sam. Now send your docs to me.